In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization. Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show. Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like Auto Owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan.
Hi everybody, I'm Ethan Troll with the Varsity Sports Show. Here beside me is the head coach of the Highland Hawks, Brock Farrell.
There we go.
There we go. Coach, your team started off 0-4 this season, but everyone around the state is calling you guys a gritty and physical football team for fighting back, and now you're at 4-5 with a chance to secure a playoff spot tonight. How does that make you feel knowing that your team has bounced back so well?
It feels good. You know, our kids have battled some ups and downs all year. Some self-inflicted, some not. It obviously helped that we got some key players back off of injury. You know, the first one you think it was probably Peyton Dahlhag was injured before games even started, and now he's back at quarterback. And also, you haven't seen him a whole lot, but Luke Young also broke his leg like the first series of the Higley game. He's back, so having both quarterbacks back, having our D linemen back, having some other key players back has been – it's almost like we got transfers, but they were just on our team already.
Right, exactly. And also tonight is the big senior night. You were just out there with a lot of your guys, welcoming them and letting them know, like, this is their last regular season home game. Mm-hmm. How important is it to bring that win to the team this season, knowing what you guys have been through all season?
You know, I think it would just be a great, almost capstone memory for this senior class. Through all the struggles, you know, like our first home game was Liberty, right? So you kind of open with that one. If we could end this one on a high note, it's kind of their last thing that they remember from being here, at least in the regular season. Maybe we get another one if we pull off the win, we'll see. But that would be a nice little end to the up and down season that we've had.
Last question. What's the main message for the team to get the win tonight?
Keep fighting. Right, something's going to go wrong. We're going to do something that was not planned. Mountain View's going to do something that's not planned. But just take it one play at a time, keep fighting. And if we put enough, string enough, you know, fighting plays together, I think we come out on top.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Back to you guys.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cozier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ethan Troll from the Varsity Sports Show, here with head coach of the Mountain View Toros, Coach Andy Litton. Andy, this is a crucial night for you tonight. Last regular season game of the season, a big chance to secure a big playoff spot. How's your team feeling going into this game?
I think we had a good week. So, as long as we come out, and play clean, we played really well. So, I'm just hoping the guys come out and we're ready.
Well, we were hearing you in the huddle earlier talking to your team saying don't start off slow, especially against a team that started off 0-4, now is 4-5.
Yeah.
And considering this is their senior night, what's the plan to play spoiler?
I just think that we come out, play our style of football, and we play the way that we play, I think we'll be all right.
Thank you, Coach.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep, of course.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Friday Night Lights here on the Varsity Sports Show. We are in Gilbert, Arizona tonight as Highland looks to take on Mountain View in what should be an electric matchup. I'm Greg Graves, joined alongside
Keith Thomas here. What's going on, everybody? Glad to be back.
And Keithan, like you were talking to me literally moments ago, tense feeling in the air. It's an important game for big teams, standings, playoffs, you name it. What do you think about tonight's matchup?
Well, I went down to the field before the game. They were warming up in the back a little bit because they were having the senior night festivities. And we were going through interviewing both teams. We went to Mountain View's first, and you could feel the tension. It is tense right now. There are players screaming like, "You need to lock in. Get ready. Get ready. This is the fight of your life." That type of feeling. Going over to the Highland side.
As we get the blackout in the stadium, as the teams get ready to enter the field.
They're getting ready. Highland, they're excited. They have clawed back. They were 0-4 to start the season.
This is pretty cool, don't you think? I mean, I've never seen this at a high school game.
They do it right out here, from what I understand. I was here for their Saguaro game, and they did something like this. It's a very nice atmosphere out here.
Like you mentioned, that tense atmosphere as Highland takes the field here. So we see the Mountain View players on the sideline gathering around, talking, as we're less than a minute and 30 seconds away from kickoff. So just taking a look at some of the stats here in the 6A East Valley region for Highland, they're completing at a 55% clip with about 14 yards on those completions. Definitely I want to say pass-first offense almost, but it is of note that the quarterback has been a turbulent thing all season long. And if we're looking at Mountain View, completion percentage hovering right around 62%, looking at 13 yards of completion. And then taking a look at the running game, Keithan, both averaging around 5 yards a carry. So for you, what are some of the keys to the game?
Absolutely. Cameron Molyneux for Highland is probably their best player on their offensive side of the ball. You're going to hear his name a lot called here tonight. He is a senior, so again, a lot of energy, a lot of things to prove here on this last night here on Highlands Field. And of course, Mountain View, the talent is off the charts on almost every skill position. You could talk about your Goodmans and your Galavies and one of your favorite players, Talon Arnett.
Yes, sir.
We're going to call those names a lot
Plenty
here.
tonight.
Very electric players on the offensive side of the ball. Highland, they were run heavy to start the season. Like you said, there's some topsy-turvy turbulence for Highland. They got their quarterback now. He's been playing the last 4 games, so it's kind of landed the ship, so to speak. Now they have been excellent ever since.
If you're unfamiliar, Highland's quarterback stands at 6'5", so a whole lot of presence there back in the pocket. For Mountain View's defense, obviously we always talk about their offense and how electric it is. I think the defense will be just as equally important. We know that offense is going to put up points. Where will the stops come? What's the situations look like? It's going to be exciting.
Absolutely. And again, I think the early season for Highland has really battle tested them. Now their run game, They were doing so many different misdirections and tricks behind the line of scrimmage. Mountain View has to keep their eye on the ball. That is, again, the guy that matters. You can watch a guy cut and just juke and move around all over the backfield, but the main thing you got to watch for is the ball here tonight.
And of course, these two teams met last year in the playoffs with Mountain View winning 13-10 in what was a hard-fought game. I'm expecting a little more offense here tonight, but then again, you never know at this level.
You never know. And if it hasn't been mentioned yet, there are playoff implications at stake. Mountain View sitting very right on the outside of the people who would go into the open playoff when they're in. Highland, on the other hand, is in the very same situation for 6A. They win and they're in. Mountain View doesn't want to play in the 6A playoffs. They want to play in the open.
Exactly. And I think for Mountain View, as we will head to a quick commercial break and be right back.
Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español. Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like Auto Owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game.
And we are back, everyone. So with the game getting ready to kick off, like you mentioned, if you're Mountain View, you want to end up in the open. If you're Highland, for their side of the ball, they have to make sure they put a good game on display here, or else they could find themselves out of the playoffs. Of course, both these teams are battling for the 2 seed in the East Valley of 6A. So that 1 seed is secure, but we'll see who can snag that final spot.
Absolutely. And again, so much on the line. There's teams fighting for different reasons altogether, but it's going to be a test of wills here. Test of wills for both teams. Whose will is stronger? Who is going to take over this game? We will find out here tonight. Mountain View has the more talented players, that is for sure, but do they have the heart that Highland has had all season?
Absolutely. So as the Highland side gets excited,
they're set to receive.
Yes, they are. So once again, the final regular season game here in the 6A conference in Arizona. The Varsity Sports Show kickoff is underway. Just be a touchback in the back of the end zone. This will be our first chance to see the Highland offense and the Mountain View defense here tonight.
Again, you're going to look at Cayman Molyneux for the Highland Hawks. That is their best player. Dynamic running back. He's going to step all over you. Again, they've had some quarterback troubles, but since their quarterback number 19 has come back into the fold, Peyton Cash Dow Hogg, they've been very successful on the offensive side of the ball. They took down Horizon, who is a 5A juggernaut.
Yes, they did.
So they are known for taking down very good teams. So it's going to be.
So the quarterback's going to start under center here. He's going to just hand it off to start early. Good for about maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Good tackling there in the inside trenches.
And there you go. They're going straight to Molyneux to start here. Mountain View's got to be patient. Keep your eyes on the ball. Don't let any misdirections fool you. Only guy that can beat you is the guy with the ball.
Absolutely. See what this Highland offense has dialed up on this 2nd and 9. And if you're Mountain View, you want to be able to control the run, but you got to be wary that those play action passes, those deep shots can come at any moment. So the quarterback's going to be in the gun here. 2 receivers to his left, 1 motioning back right. Quarterback's going to look right. He's going to throw to that motion man, and he's going to drop the football, bring up a early 3rd and long here for the Highland offense.
That's everything you want to see if you're Mountain View. A lot of jitters, a lot of energy coming into this game. So you're going to get maybe more drops than you're used to, maybe more mental errors. So again, have to capitalize on these opportunities.
And we know some of these players remember last year's game all too well. For Mountain View, of course, you have to be feeling good about how last year went, but this is a new year, new season. So big third down here for the Toros. So the quarterback's going to be an empty. He's going to have 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's going to motion 1 back right. He's going to look left. He's not going to like what he sees. He's going to step up the middle. And a nice tackle there brings him down right around the sticks. We'll see what the refs mark it. I believe that is short.
He's close. Looks like it's going to be a yard short.
So an early 4th down opportunity. And they'll stay. They'll keep the offense out there, I believe.
Well, it looks
No,
like there's a
excuse me,
punter.
yes.
Yeah, there we go. We got the punt returner out here right around the 50.
The one and only, I believe. Mr. Talon Arnett has been a dynamic player all season long. Like we mentioned, I've had the privilege of covering this Mountain View team before, and Arnett's a special returner back there. Looks like he won't have a chance to get to this one, but he makes a good grab on it. Fair catch.
Excellent fair catch, too, around the 32. If he were to let that go, that skips all the way back to the 10, giving Mountain View excellent field position to start their offensive drive of the ball. And again, you've mentioned it before. There are too many names to name on this Mountain View side of the ball. The Talon Arnett's, the Galavises, the Brady Goodmans. So it's going to be up to them, those stars, to really take over. These are where stars shine the brightest.
Absolutely. So it was a great stop, obviously, for the Toros defense, exactly what they wanted. And this is our first chance to see Brady Goodman and company tonight. So you're going to see you're going to see an O lineman motioning over. Brady's going to take the direct snap, and he's going to take it for about maybe 1 yard on the play. Interesting having the lineman shift in motion on the opening play.
Something they like to do is keep their guys in motion, especially on the offensive side of the ball, as Goodman is so dynamic with his legs.
Absolutely.
So it's good to kind of confuse the line a little bit, give him a different look every once in a while.
So 2nd and 10 here. The quarterback will once again be in the empty. Running back will shift back into him. Brady's going to just take the quick underneath to number 1, Zachary Galaviz. There he is with his first grab of the night. See his parents clapping in the crowd, and that'll bring up a 3rd and around 5.
3rd and 5. Shout out to the Galavizes, by
3rd
the
and
way.
8.
Our camera actually fell.
Yes.
But he made this little
Mr.
Odell
Galaviz
Beckham
made the
catch.
save.
What a catch, by the way.
So we'll see 3 receivers on the right side here. Once again, that motion of the lineman, he's going to just do a quick roll left. He's not going to like what he sees, and he's going to get hit as he throws and incomplete. Not the start you wanted, but not much you can do on a play like that. They were just all over it defensively.
And you can kind of expect to see a little bit of this to start the game here. Both teams kind of feeling each other out. This is the feel out round. You talking about a lot in boxing and UFC. These guys are sizing each other up, seeing what they're gonna kind of show to start.
Yeah, and no distance to Desert Ridge, but Mountain View put up 70 on them, and Highland put up 56. So both these offenses can be high-powered, like we keep mentioning. But looking back to last year in that playoff game, that was anything but. So 2 3-and-outs to start early here. We'll see what the rest of this quarter brings.
Sprinting to the line here.
Looks like they might rush the punter here. They're going to have a chance at it, but he gets it away just in time. Great punt. Going to be fair caught right at the 30-yard line.
Couldn't ask for a more normal punt, I guess you could say, putting them back where they were originally when Highland punted. So a little bit of ping pong action going
no
on.
harm, no foul there, essentially. Basically the first drive all over again for Highland as they go pretty quick off the fair catch.
So that was maybe 10 seconds ago. We're already set. Okay.
Quarterback's in the gun here. 2 receivers to his left. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to hit this slant route. A little bit behind him, but complete for a first down to number 7. Crew Crandall with a nice catch on that play.
A little bit of an RPO action. Quick little peek at the slant route. Wide open. Able to get that easily for them.
So as we see that stout 6'5" quarterback like we mentioned, and we have a quick timeout on the Highland side.
Highland burning a timeout quickly in the first quarter. Very interesting.
And we'll be right back following that timeout.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family-friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldies.
And we are back, everyone, here for the first quarter. About 9 minutes to go here, as they got that first down on that previous play. And Keaton, very, very early. But what have you seen so far?
Feel out round still
Yep.
feel out round. That RPO, pretty much the biggest offensive play of the day. They just hit a little slant route.
So you see the quarterback under center here. He is going to hand off. The Mountain View man had him in the backfield, but just could not get to him. And they're going to cut that upfield for about 8 yards on the carry. Tackled right at the half field mark.
Cayman Molyneux, again, their best offensive player.
Call his name plenty tonight. And if you're Mountain View, it's all about slowing him down. The numbers don't lie. That offense runs through Cayman, so it'll be interesting to see how they handle him as this game progresses.
Absolutely here.
So once again, the quarterback under center, 2 receivers to the left. Same formation as last time. They're going to hand it off once again to their running back. And nice tackling there by Mountain View. Good for only about 2 yards.
And they are sending every single lineman or every single defender out there to stop Molyneux there. One guy misses. There's another Toro stampeding out, trying to get him. They are not. It is a group assignment right now. It's a group project to make sure Molyneux does not beat them. To make your other guys.
And there, Christensen, number 21, I believe, made that play happen. So
absolutely.
So once again, we're going to see the quarterback under center here. Same formation as we've seen the previous times. This time he's going to do a little bit of a play fake. Not going to like what he sees. He's just going to throw it away. Good stop there by Mountain View.
Now, the analytics, from what I understand, they say go for it here.
I believe, yeah, 4th and 2 on midfield. I mean, Dan Campbell sure as hell would, so.
I think Dan Campbell sees 4th down as 3rd down at all times, so maybe not the best example. No, that is a good example, actually.
We'll see if Highland will have the same Detroit roots.
There is an open man on the slot there, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. He was wide open. There was nobody on him. You just target him, and he's gone.
You can hear the parents here signaling for a timeout. Coach Litton and his crew are quick to get that one.
Very, very smart to go for that timeout as well, considering, again, very, very early still.
Very
but
early.
Moments like these are pivotal in deciding what the final situation of this game is.
You look back on the end of the night, and of course it was only the first quarter, but if you lose by, you name it, it could always come down to that 4th and 2 earlier in the first, and you don't even realize. So
football is a game of plays, and every single play matters. Don't let anybody say a play does not matter here. Setting up here, defense and offense, hitting the field once again. It looks like they're going to go ahead and go for it here. Analytics say go.
I think my favorite part about all high school football is when the dads are standing in the corners just watching their son play. They don't want to be bothered.
They are here to watch their.
My pops was the same way. I get it.
I get it. No.
So
sure.
4th and 2 here. They're gonna go and they're gonna get the false start.
That looks like it was encroachment.
Encroachment, correct. Sorry, but just unfortunate there. That's the only thing you can't do on 4th down. But it's not the be-all end-all here.
1st and 10 for the Hawks.
Just would have liked to give your defense a chance at it. So this time we're going to see the quarterback in the pistol, and there's going to be another flag on the play. And they're going to back this time the Highland offense up 5 yards, as that was a false start.
A little bit of a swing seesaw here, but that still ends up in Highland's favor, as it is a fresh set of downs. You'll take that every time.
But the yardage does not change, correct?
Yes. Still 1st and 15.
So a big down here on 1st, both sides of the ball. Highland wants to get a few yards in this play, but Mountain View would love to get a long 2nd down here. So quarterback under center once again. We've seen that plenty tonight. Number 1's going to go in motion. He's going to hand off. And once again, Mountain View's back there, but the speed of that running that of number 4? Yeah, number 4 on the sidelines, Cayman Molinax.
Molyneux.
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 My apologies.
Molyneux. This
Just
is the guy. They are going. He is going to wear them down eventually at the end of this game. So it's up to them to kind of gird themselves, kind of steel themselves here, and be able. This is a long day. It's going to be a long day trying to stop Mr. Molyneux here.
Molyneux.
Molyneux.
There we go.
French, I think. Sounds French.
It certainly sounds French. So we're going to see the quarterback look right. He's going to look deep. He's going to fire one across the middle to number 7. Crew Crandall again on essentially the same catch and run. Just a nice play out of the slot.
It's going to be Crandall and Molyneux as their top players thus far on offense.
So big first down here. 3 receivers out to the left, 1 out right. Quarterback in the pistol. He's going to look right. He's going to throw right to an open man in the flats. He's going to make one guy miss. He's going to make another miss. So if you're Mountain View here, just bend but don't fold mentality. You know, teams are going to drive, but can you hold them?
Absolutely here, and we're at the point of the field where field goals, they're not a given.
Absolutely,
but
certainly not at this level.
We're sitting in the red zone now. If you're going to give up points, you might as well be 3 rather than 7.
Absolutely. So we're going to see the quarterback here in the pistol once again. 3 receivers out left. He's once again going to look right and throw a fade ball up top. And what a grab by Highland is. That is a good for a touchdown.
You heard the student section go blur. Didn't even catch it. That is what you say
Incomplete.
When somebody mosses somebody in here at the high school level. And it looked like he had a good chance of coming down with that ball, but
if you're Mountain View, play don't stand. Keep fighting.
Keep playing.
So we'll see the quarterback under center here.
Very interesting sound we just heard to the right of us.
So 2 receivers out to the left, 1 to the right. Excuse me, 1 to the left. Tight end is blocking. So, yep, handoff up the middle.
Ooh.
And a big hit late on the running back there by Mountain View, forcing a 3rd down. So exactly the position you wanted to be in if you're the Toros here.
Mountain View there as well. One of their defenders hooked on to his foot and just would not let him go, which led to the big hit towards the end of the play. We're going to cut it to a quick little break here. So we have 6:20 remaining on the clock. Highland in the red zone.
Well, can't go to break just yet.
Never mind.
We'll wait. Hopefully the player gets back up on his feet.
Should be all good. But
big 3rd down here for the Toros.
What is your diagnosis thus far? 6 minutes into the game, how are you feeling about the?
I'll tell you what, the Highland quarterback, when he looks one way, he's throwing that way. So you get one of these speedy little corners on the outside to make a play, that thing could be going for 6 the other way. Obviously, we'll see what happens, but it seems like the quarterback play, while it's been fine on this drive, there's going to be opportunities there, I believe, here tonight.
Absolutely, and again, they're trusting their corners a lot here. A lot of one-on-ones so far.
And I believe Highland, alongside their quarterback, has a 6'5" receiver out there.
Very tall,
so
very tall.
Excuse me, 6'5", yeah, 6'5" receiver Gage Shern. So there's height here as this big 3rd down play comes in and
cashes in
for the touchdown to Crew Crandall. He ends up getting his get back and scores the touchdown anyways. You had him where you wanted if you're the Toros. Just unfortunate there. It was a good defense, better offense.
Absolutely here. First score of the game. You can't let that affect you. It's football. You're gonna let up some scores here. What's important is you are close every time. These are 3rd and long situations, 3rd and short.
You've had your chance.
You've had your chances. It's the main thing right now is to kind of figure out, okay, how do we finally close the book
and
on
weather
these
that
drives?
storm.
Absolutely here.
So as that PAT's through, Highland will match their point total in last year's playoff game against Mountain View. Certainly feels like they'll add more here tonight, but you never know.
You never know. It felt like that last time I was out here, Saguaro Highland. It felt like it was going to be a defensive game, and all of a sudden I look at the scoreboard, it's 28-21. So you never know. You never know how this pendulum's going to swing here in high school football. especially in a high stakes environment. This is a playoff game. To me, this is a playoff game. There's a lot of playoff games here happening tonight in the 5A and lower levels, but
We
this feels playoff worthy.
and we believe Mountain View will be safe to enter the playoffs now, of course. with
6A or open,
Open.
but
We'll
they
see.
want to be open.
Of course. Now, if you're Highland, like we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, kind of a must-win game. I mean, even if you were to lose, you have to have a hard-fought game. So if you're Highland, you're doing exactly what you needed to through 6 minutes. And if you're Mountain View, you just hope to get your offense in a rhythm, as there's only been one drive.
Absolutely. When I watched that last game, viewers will remember the Battle of Brown Row, Red Mountain, Mountain View. That game, it was a lot of points unanswered for Red Mountain to start the game. Mountain View came back and scored 25 unanswered. So
I didn't even notice Mountain View built a little bit of a student section here on the away end. I mean, for away sides, this is more packed than I'm used to.
Mountain View's maybe 20 minutes down the road here.
Mesa,
So
absolutely.
Mesa and Gilbert very close to each other.
So Arnett will receive the kickoff. He's going to make one guy miss. He's going to make another miss, spin off one tackle, and some of the electricity I was talking about, he shows even on a 20-yard kickoff return.
It's like he's a joystick. I don't know
Absolutely.
how you shift like that without your ankles just crying in pain. At least for me, I don't know. Clearly, Arnett's ankles are made of titanium, able to juke and spin and just fight for extra yardage at every point.
I see some kids painting in all red. That's some dedication
red.
here on Friday Night Lights.
Big red.
Man, what's sweeter than a high school game as a high school student?
The final game of the regular season. Can't ask for much more.
So we'll see Brady Goodman here in pistol. He's going to hand off to his running back. I believe that's Coy Bodley on the carry.
Keeps those legs churning. Every yard is going to count here. So you like that push, but again, you're wanting to see a little bit more explosiveness from Mountain View's side on the offense side of the ball. Get that cold engine start. Start a little faster.
Excuse me, that was Talon Arnett who took the carry. I forgot he
How
plays
could
a little
you
bit,
miss that?
plays a little bit inside, plays a little bit outside, plays a little bit of return.
That's your guy. How could you miss your guy?
So we'll see Arnett here in motion. They're going to get the ball back to him. He's going to make one miss, get to the boundary. He's going to bounce off a tackle. Good for about 4 yards, right around 6 yards, I believe. Good enough for a first down?
He is chugging tonight. It is going to be Arnett taking the reins here. I would imagine they're going to stick with him in this drive at least.
It's as simple in, NFL teams, college teams.
Play around your star.
Play around your athlete, play around your star, and certainly at this level, some separate from the rest.
Absolutely here.
So we'll see Brady Goodman here in the pistol. He's going to look left. He's going to throw a quick screen pass. He's going to cut up field. I believe that was number 6 on the catch and run. Teo Weeks.
A sophomore receiver there. Teo Weeks is going to be a guy that I will at least keep an eye on here for Mountain View. Sophomore, and he's already playing this high level.
Most important game of the season. He's out on the field catching passes.
Helping them.
So Brady's going to drop back. He's not going to like his first read. He's going to take off like he does just so well, and he's going to cut it all the way up the sideline. Good enough for a first down and some. Nice run there by Brady Goodman.
Play around your stars. We were just talking about that. Goodman is one of those guys who are just a cut above the rest. A D1 commit going to Utah State here. You see exactly why. That kid, he's got wheels.
So if your Mountain View, this is exactly the drive you wanted following that last possession by the Highland offense. Once again, Brady will take the carry, bounce off one, bounce off another, and just lower a shoulder in its defender. Good for about 5 yards on the play.
A little bit of a read option there. Didn't like with the running back hole. Didn't like what that was going, so he was just going to take it himself.
A few weeks ago, I saw this Mountain View team at Higley, and Brady Goodman rushed for a hat trick of touchdowns, so not surprised at all here early.
Star athletes do exactly that there. Looks like, I think, green cleats. Are those the Grinches? Are those Grinches?
So Goodman will take the fake snap. He's going to throw a nice pass just out of the hands of number 2. Not that he got his hands to it, but had an opportunity for that. Steve Meto, one of the running backs on this roster, who's produced plenty alongside Coy Bodley.
Absolutely. Some fans here calling for a play or a pass interference. There was some contact.
There was some early contact, but let the guys play through.
Exactly. That's what we want here. We want Some good old-fashioned football.
So we'll see Meto lined up in the backfield here. 2 receivers out to his left, 2 receivers out to his right. See what the play call here is on 3rd and 4 for the Toros. Just see some of that motion work. They're going to get it to their guy, and he's going to cut it upfield for a first down and some, and then he gets leveled.
Big first down, Galaviz, but oh my goodness, what a tackle.
But after speaking to his dad some, I know Galaviz out there can take that hit just like he did, and he's still out there.
He's up and moving. He's ready. He's like, all
Giving
right,
that
next
thumbs
play.
up to his boys on the sideline.
Next play.
That is a football player right there, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, Meadow in the backfield. Galaviz is going to motion across. Goodman's going to signal the play to Arnett. Now he's going to motion Meto. He's going to do his little play action rollout and just complete a short little pass there. And that's just nice offense. It's what you have to do to just keep this chains moving and the offense simple.
Absolutely. And again, you're seeing Highland sending some pressure here and now. Could be a chance to maybe kind of stretch the field here. If they're sending a blitzer, that means there's a spot open on the field.
Plenty of that play action rollout. Goodman has the option to keep or obviously throw. Once again, we'll see Arnett though in motion. He's going to run nice, and they're going to look his way, I believe. No, Goodman's going to keep this one. Knocks over one of his own linemen, but he gets about 3 yards on the carry. Bring up a 3rd and short here.
Looked like Arnett broke open a little bit, but the collision.
Nice route, yeah.
Very nice route, but the collision with the lineman there kind of maybe could have disrupted the order of operations, you think?
Yeah, and you know what's special about these two? I remember researching this earlier in the year. Goodman and Arnett have played football together since they were, I want to say, 6 years old. So just a special connection they have here as Meadow takes the carry, and he's going to get the first down.
Another
right
big
around.
hit. Oh, it's going to be very close.
I believe they marked him short, so literally a 4th and 1, and I think this is going to be the Goodman push. And yes, it is, as he carries it over that line for about, see what the refs give him.
A little bit of a Brady bash in, trying to get it. See what they end up doing.
I believe he got that, and the refs will confirm that play as the Goodman push is good.
We're going to need to come up with a name for that. I like, what do you think? We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it throughout the cast.
Well, they're in bunch formation, so I don't hate the Brady bunch, but Brady Goodman's going to throw a quick pass to Galaviz. Didn't give the other team any time to possibly challenge the last ruling, and they just got it out.
And the thing is, too, especially when you get plays like that, you want to kind of catch them off guard a little bit, catch them on their heels. 2nd and 9 now, though.
So this Mountain View offense has certainly been driving. We're going to see Goodman under center here. He's going to drop back. He's going to hand it to Meto, and Meto's going to go through a few tackles, and he's going to lose the football.
See if they end up marking him down. It's going to be a turnover.
A Mountain View offense that was driving perfectly falls into the hands of number 6, Cole Allen, as we take a look back at that replay here.
Let's take a quick look.
It looks like Steve Meto pushed it upfield, but then the ball was just stripped last second. We'll see if the refs overturn it, but I don't think so. That's going to be a Highland
Just rip
football.
the ball. Just rip the ball right out of his hands. Got to take care of the ball there.
I believe the refs would have liked to have a second look up here in the booth because a little unsure, but nonetheless, if you're the Toros defense, you got a job to do.
1st and 10.
So a nice little 2-yard carry there, but better stop by Mountain View. Just put a nice drive together, collapses, so to speak, last second, and not even, it was a good run. He got the first down, but it just stripped last second. Wasn't the biggest fan of the call, but nonetheless, you can't change it.
It's another situation of you're putting together a good drive. You can't, unable to kind of close the book on that. It's going to be a tale of the first quarter for Mountain View. Unable to, they're starting drives. They're starting good defensive stands, but unable to capitalize and finish off here.
So short little dump off, and he'll be met, but bounces off that tackle. And he gets to the sticks following that big hit laid by Mountain View.
Cruz Cullimore. That is a name. I like that name.
Cruz Cullimore with the catch and run. Good for a first down.
5'9" junior here. Plays a little bit of strong safety as well. That's where he's listed.
So with 50 seconds left in this first quarter, definitely hasn't gone the way of the Toros. Your last drive was efficient, just didn't end the way you wanted. But it'll bring up a second down here. And oh, just off the hands. And I've been telling you, like the start of the broadcast, the quarterback is signaling a lot of his passes. But number 20 for Mountain View, Tristan Willis almost got his hands on that football, and the quarterback's been signaling a lot of his routes here early.
There's a lot of good things to note for Mountain View, at least. There are things that you can capitalize on. And again, the game doesn't end in the first quarter.
Of course not.
Tip
Would
drill,
have
though.
loved to have that one.
Tip drill, though.
Tip
That's
drill,
where you
though.
practice it.
Absolutely. It looked like it was just out of the reach of the safety there. So bring up a 2nd and 10 in the empty. He's just going to throw his quick little out route outside and get enough right around the sticks. We'll see what the refs mark it.
See what they mark them. Looks like it's going to be a first down.
No, it'll be a third and
third
one.
Down. Third and very close.
So with 20 seconds here, this will be a big play here for Highland. We'll see if they just run it to the end of the quarter or not.
Very passionate Mountain View fans up here tonight. So if you
How
hear
can you
some,
not be?
if you hear some shouting, that's what that is.
So at the end of the first here, Mountain View trails 7-0. Big third down coming up in the start of the second. We'll be right back.
The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat.
Hi, everybody. Ethan Troll with the Varsity Sports Show here at Highland High School. And after the first quarter, it's a low-scoring matchup, 7-0 Hawks, but it has been a very physical matchup with the Hawks drawing first blood with an 8-yard receiving touchdown to number 7, Crew Crandall. And then later in the game, or on the next drive, the Toros ended up driving down the field pretty well until the ball was stripped by running back Steve Mateau. And now they're back on the field on defense. We'll see how they respond in the second quarter. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Ethan. As we get ready here for the start of the second quarter, big third down upcoming. See if they use some of that 6'5" length of their own quarterback to do their own push. Looks like they're going to back off.
Looks like they were trying to draw him off sides. That was successful in the first quarter.
Yeah, still 8 seconds left on the play clock. They'll motion one guy across. And they're just going to hand it off here. And he's going to hit his own lineman, but he still bounces it up. And he just spins off tackles. And some of that hard running out of Highland here.
Molino just going to beat you down and beat you down. Very, very angry runner here. Very, I feel like I've said his name a million times just because he went to Arizona State. Very scatterblue legs. So.
Yeah. So a big first down here. It's the Highland chance to commence.
We love Cayman.
And the Mountain View side a little quieter. So once again, we'll see the quarterback in the gun. 2 receivers out to his left, or excuse me, under center. 2 receivers out to his left. Just like they've done all night. And they're finally going to get back there. Nice tackling by Mountain View for a loss on that play. As number 50 and number 9 combine on that tackle for loss.
That's
Hairston Skinner.
Absolutely here. And again, the energy's starting to come alive here. You want the crowd into this game.
Absolutely.
Especially with the turnout you've gotten here
They've
tonight.
had a few opportunities to meet him in the backfield all night long, but that was the first time they finally got back there. And
now they're behind schedule.
yeah, couldn't have come at a better time. Big second and long here for Mountain View. Hoping to just get their guys off the field here. I mean, that defense got to be a little tired. I know they're full of energy, but
At least in the first half, you're going to have all of that adrenaline coursing through your veins
So
here.
the quarterback's going to look left, and he's just going to throw left, testing the deep man. And what a interception by Mountain View. Number 21, Myron Christensen with another interception. I know that's not his first of the year. Called his name plenty. What a pick. And that is exactly what Mountain View needed on that play. So we take a look at that replay.
Testing the one-on-one. They've been trying that all day. This time it goes Mountain View's way. Christensen reads the ball like it's just an outfielder in the backfield.
He played it like the
snags it.
receiver.
Yeah, unbelievable. Mountain View taking over now from the 14.
And that was more of a shot on the Highland side, but like I've been saying all night, this quarterback keeps directing where he wants to go with the football. So Myron Christensen with a absolute snag on that play. So that'll bring the Mountain View offense back out. They're going to fake the run. They're going to get Brady outside, and that connection is just unstoppable at times. Goodman to Arnett. Good for a first down.
Just kind of putting a bow on that pick right there. Kind of looks like Pajes during the World Series in the outfield. He said, "Excuse me, no, that's my ball, actually. I'm going to go ahead and take that myself."
So nice play there, and exactly what the Toros needed to get some momentum back on their side.
They're breaking tackles here as well in the backfield. You think at some point they're going to break one off, and it's going to be a huge play. Just got to keep on keeping on. Do not abandon the run because it has been successful.
Absolutely. So I get my notes together here.
Rushing it into the line here.
You'll see the quarterback under center. Back. There's believe, is that Galaviz on the carry or Nedley?
So many. They have a treasure trove. Oh, I say it's not even him. It's a number 9.
Number 8.
Number
Coy Bodley.
Coy Bodley. So you're right. A treasure trove of guys who can use their legs in the backfield. 3rd and 1 though coming up.
As we get the Brady push as they're jumping, and they're going to get that Highland defense, so no need to run the play. Automatic first down.
Gonna throw it back to, again, the Mountain View Red Mountain game. Word of the day, encroachment. Got 2 so far here tonight. Giving Mountain View a fresh set of downs here, and then here they go, sprinting back to the line.
Plenty of fresh penalties here for the Mountain View offense.
Keeping them under center still.
Just a nice run there, though. She almost broke through it all.
They're getting there. They have worn down this defensive front from Highland already.
That's Coy Bodley with the carry, averaging about 52 yards a game, 5 touchdowns on the season. Certainly been an impact player here for the Toros.
Keeping Goodman under center here. Big play here coming up in shotgun. Over the middle.
Arnett. What do you know? That connection just seemingly cannot be stopped at times.
Unbelievable there. Excuse us. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty there, but we're back. Interesting play there. What a play there. Arnett, just unbelievable. Unbelievable there.
So we'll see the handoff here to Coy Bodley.
And they're calling, it might be another,
no.
oh, it's another fumble.
Another turnover by Mountain View. Just drive killers. Unfortunate there for Bodley, who's been running hard, and we'll take a look at that again.
And it just popped out.
He just popped last second, last defender. Just a tough stretch here for the Toros offense, which is not used to stalling like this.
They're getting drives put together. It's just unable to hold on to the ball once they get into Highland territory here. 2 fumbles now. Two major takeaways for the Hawks.
Yeah, so we've seen 3 turnovers already here in this game. So defense came to play just like they did last year. Once again, we'll see the handoff to the running back, and this time Mountain View was ready for it.
Molyneux there. Again, the group project here for the Toros on defense is to stop him.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot of work. It's going to take all 11 guys out there because it's clearly the offense here early for Highland. So a 2nd and 8 here. You know, Mountain View, if you can get him off the field, almost no harm, no foul. But once again, the quarterback under center. He's gonna slip. Running back's gonna slip exactly the break the Toros needed there. So a 3rd down and long coming up.
And here's the problem, though, with kind of stop and start offensive situations, right? You kind of throw your guys off of rhythm just a tad bit.
Right.
Unable to kind of get that exclamation point at the end with the score. So you've gotta ensure that like this next drive, you have 2 hands on the football, hold on.
Coach has got to preach it at this point.
Absolutely.
No choice. But Brady Goodman, Talon Arnett, and company.
They're driving down the field. It's
Absolutely. Just got to put the final few pieces together.
It is a big old puzzle box, and they're just missing a couple more pieces.
So once again, the quarterback's going to look right. He's going to throw right, and they're going to get a late flag, and I believe that was incomplete on the sidelines.
Looks like that is going to be a penalty on Mountain View.
Just a lot going here on this play.
The line judge going over to the head ref here, making sure they are good to go, clear on what the penalty was.
As we see number 80 get back to his feet.
What a snag. What a go grab for the ball. Like, what an effort.
The Mountain View defender just didn't have his back turned to the ball. He could have possibly had a chance on it, and I wonder if coach is telling them the same thing I've been saying since top of the first.
They are talking to the Mountain View side.
Quarterback keeps directing where he's going to throw the ball.
Refs are talking to the Mountain View side, so this could be a penalty on Highland. Maybe a push-off.
I think they might get a late hit here.
Let's see. No, this is going to be on Highland.
It's going to be on Highland. Huge break for the Toros because I believe that pass was caught in bounds.
But then now they're back even further beyond the sticks here. 3rd and 14 coming up.
Yes, sir. Big play here for Mountain View. Even through all the unfortunate, unlucky mistakes so far, you still have a chance to get your offense back on the field here.
Very interesting, though. They just subbed out a bunch of people. They're going for punt. It looks like they're going to go ahead and call that 4th down. Looks like they're going to count the play and then assess the penalty afterwards.
Interesting. So it will bring up a forced punt. So exactly what the Toros needed to do here. They almost block it. Ooh. But Arnett catches it, and he's got room to run on the sideline. Gets past a few guys, and he takes that all the way to the 40. About 10 yards short of where they got that fumble earlier. So no harm, no foul here if you're the Mountain View.
Absolutely. The punter, it looks like for Highland, talking to the ref a little bit, there was a little bit of a
punter's always looking for something.
Absolutely, but you felt the group inhale, just the of, oh no, did he touch him? But it looks like it was all good there. So big stop here. This is essentially the danger zone though for Mountain View in terms of holding on to the football.
So Mountain View offense back on the field. Brady Goodman in the pistol. 2 receivers outright. I believe they got one of their tight ends in there, and they're blocking.
They love these heavy formations.
Yes, they do. His number 40 is going to motion across. Running back's going to slide to the quarterback, and they're going to hand off here. But Brady's going to take a keeper. Good for about 3 or 4 yards. Probably a wise decision to keep that himself there.
Getting a couple more yards than he would have there if he were to hand it off to the running back. 2 yards, but
might have been a tackle for loss.
Exactly. So keeping it a positive play.
As they go kind of quick here on a 2nd and 8 for Mountain View. Goodman's going to look right. He's going to throw right. He's going to have time, but he just overshoots his man, number 6, Teo Weeks.
Had a very clean pocket, plenty of time.
Very clean pocket.
So you like to see that, just unable to connect with Weeks there.
Won't miss those throws too often.
But a big 3rd and 8 coming up.
Big 3rd and 8 for both teams, regardless, offense and defense. But for Mountain View, obviously, you want to just capitalize on one of these drives finally.
Put it away.
Look for Arnett. Look for Galaviz.
Get more motion from
As
the
Brady
line
Goodman
there.
will be empty here. Plenty of max protection, but they still get through. Goodman's got plenty of time to sling it. And he's got a wide open man in the end zone. And he couldn't complete it. Arnett was back there. And they would love to get that one back because they've been doing that their whole lives.
That was, no, you couldn't be more open than that. Unable to connect, and now it's decision time. 4th and 8. You're at the 36. What's the plan here?
I have a hard time believing they can stop Arnett, but
Just unable to connect. A little bit of pressure, perhaps maybe that kind of threw off the timing a little bit.
so
now-
8 yards here. You got to keep it ahead of the sticks. So Goodman's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to climb that pocket just beautifully, and he's going to fire a dart right around the 10-yard line.
Galaviz.
Just the pocket awareness by Goodman there to step up and throw an absolute missile. What a throw, and Mountain View is knocking on the door here.
Sometimes a lost art, just the ability to climb that pocket and deliver a strike to your wide open receiver there. Now 7-yard line.
As Mountain View's going to get a quick snap here. Defenders went ready for Highland, and that is a
Very short. Very, very close.
literally on the half-inch yard line, and I have a feeling the Brady bunch is coming
The
in.
Brady the Brady Bash. The Brady Bash, maybe? Brady Bash in?
So you'll get a timeout here. And
Very
we'll
quick.
get a quick break, and we'll be back on the 1-yard line.
Hey guys, Vince here to talk about Angel Dentistry. It's where my wife and I have gone for over 10 years, and we trust them with our routine and extensive dental care because they care. Dr. Amber Angel is an Arizona native, born in the town of Miami, and has been practicing in the Valley over 20 years. For general to comprehensive dental services, call 602-788-2008. Located off of Cave Creek Road just north of the 101 in North Phoenix. Angel Dentistry, proud supporters of our young people and proud partners of the Varsity Sports Show.
Mike, so I couldn't say nothing.
So welcome back, everyone, here in the red zone for Mountain View. 2nd and 1.
Big play right on the doorstep here for the Toros.
And a big 4th and 8 completion got them in this position here. Looks like Goodman's and they're gonna get a flag here. Let's hope it's not a false start on the play, and they're gonna get it on the defense. Move them even closer. About a yard, an inch,
A micrometer.
a micrometer.
I
I
don't
like
think
that.
I don't think that's a unit of measurement. So I apologize to the measurement fans out here. The units of measurement.
I mean,
And here's the Brady
and
Bash.
Goodman is in, and there's the touchdown for the Toros. As there is life back on this side of the field.
And listen to that. The rumble of a stampede of Toro fans there.
Exactly what Mountain View wanted to do on that drive, and in the end, no harm, no foul in those turnovers as we await an extra point to make this a 7-7 ball game.
A little tush push is all you need for 6 points these days at the goal line.
So as we await the extra point,
Again, as this PAT comes up.
PAT is good, and it is tied here, ladies and gentlemen, in Gilbert, Arizona, as your Mountain View Toros are now tied 7-7.
And just to kind of, again, talk about the excellence of that drive. That 4th and 8, it felt like this is going to be another situation where they just couldn't put it together. But again, Goodman, the ability just to step up in the pocket, deliver to Galaviz there, and immediately just keep going. They're punching in. They've closed the book on their first drive now. Successful drive.
Absolutely.
Got to keep stacking these now.
And I don't want to get too excited, but Mr. Arnett set that whole drive up on his nice punt return.
He did. Unable to. And again, that connection where he was wide open there. That's
Wide
still
open.
going to be there. That is still eventually going to be there. So that connection, they just need to line up, get their chakras aligned here. All of a sudden, Arnett Goodman connection continues. And this is just me not knowing anything. I would not be shocked if Arnett just goes and walks on at Utah State, because if they've played since they were kids.
That connection's there.
Amen.
So his kickoff is underway here.
I should, again, point out I have no idea where he's going. So,
He's a good basketball player, too.
is he?
Yes.
Interesting.
Dual sport athlete.
Love me a good dual sport athlete.
So the kick is underway. Looks like Highland will take this one. No, fair catch. So Mountain View will bring their defense back on the field with a tied ball game, feeling much better about their offense. Keithan, for you, I mean, what has been the key to getting back in this ball game?
How all hands on deck here. It is, again, the group project is to stop Molyneux. When you stop Molyneux, this offense starts to stall out a bit for Highland. And they've done a very excellent job, especially these last 3 drives here. They fumbled the ball twice, and Highland was unable to capitalize both times. So
Haven't been able to capitalize since that second drive early in the first.
it's been very good here as we get.
Quarterback's going to look left, and he's going to throw left. And I'm telling you, the Toros are going to take one of those for 6.
It just, you have to. They're gonna talk about that for sure. They got this big old jumbo TV screen right here. Eventually, they're gonna
I know
catch
if I
on.
see it, coach sees it. A 2nd and 5 arises. 3 on the right side of the screen. They're going to hand off to the running back, who gets maybe a yard on the play. Good tackling there by Mountain View.
And it's
Number 7, Preston Patterson, with the stop there.
he's not Molyneux, but again, Preston Patterson. If there is a running back with the ball, they are swarming.
And
They are not letting him breathe.
And they're meeting number 7 in the middle. That is most certainly certain. So another early 3rd down here.
Bit of a
Not a lot to
interesting
go.
mismatch though on defense. You'll see the slot.
Try to get them to jump. Yeah, you see that slot receiver has some room to possibly run here on the right side of your screen.
Safety's gonna drop back a little bit.
They're going to line up in front of one another. And that's illegal, I believe. So the refs will call.
No.
Wow.
Encroachment.
Did not believe
defense.
that was a legal lineup by the offense, but
I
could very well be wrong.
Very well could be wrong. I'm not well versed in at least illegal formation.
Both receivers lined up on the same spot.
I know you for sure you can't set a screen, like you can't set
Right.
a pick, like you can't.
You can't
do
pick
that.
and roll.
Can't do a pick and roll.
So
'cause
QB
they are
will
going
look left,
quick.
and he just nice completion, but he let his receiver astray there as a big hit by number 20.
Again, they are swarming to the ball. Mountain View, if there's anything they've done well thus far, they're swarming to the football here tonight. It is a 11-man job. Anybody in teal who has a football, go get him.
So 2nd and 4 here. Nice little drive being put together by Highland. Toros would love to put an end to all that. So we're going to see one receiver lined out left. He's going to come back inside. QB's going to play action. They're going to get some pressure to him. He's going to step up in the pocket and be hit hard.
Big hits by both sides.
Regardless,
here tonight.
still good for the first down.
You can tell there is a lot of anger, a lot of energy in all of these
Absolutely. For
hits.
some of these young men, this is the last time they possibly take the football field.
Very good point.
For Highland here at home, obviously there's still playoff possibilities in the future, but you never know this time of year. It could be your last dance.
And considering where they are in the seedings as well, Highland, they more than likely wouldn't host a playoff game.
Absolutely.
So this could be the last time they play on their home field here at the Nest.
You see the quarterback motion into his receivers. Once again, same formation. He's going to look right. He's going to throw right. And he's going to be gone up the middle. And that just had so much room to run there on that play. It's kind of been the weak point of this Toros defense, is just letting up that slot receiver find his way. Number 7.
Crew Crandall.
Has been putting in plenty of work here tonight.
Getting the call there. The lineman, hands on the hips. You can tell there is.
They're tired, man.
They're puffing and puffing. It has been a half, and it has been a marathon here for these guys here. They've been on the field almost six.
Safe to say a pretty fast half is that.
It's
as we dwindle down. 2 minutes, 55 seconds on the clock. They're going to hand it off here. They're going to find room to run. He's going to get past the second level of defenders, and he's just going to ride his way in bounds right around the 15, right around the 10.
Molyneux once again, and then this is the thing with
and
dynamic
marked it short, so on the 20.
On the 20, dynamic running backs, they will wear you down.
And they just make things happen, and it's only the second quarter, so we'll see what that fourth quarter brings. But Highland driving here. Mountain View would love to get a stop to this. So he's just going to fight his way forward. Like you mentioned, you probably hear it one too many times these days, but that Cameron Scadaboo level of running, of just putting your head down and getting to the next level.
I mean, shoot, give you another name, Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
Big
that's
bowling balls.
that's 6'4" of pure muscle, just
Just
running straight at you. As the end around is going to be absolutely swallowed up.
Sniffed out and spit out.
What a play by number 24 for the Mountain View defense, Cannon Rabin, with a wonderful tackle in the backfield.
And they were not having that end around lead whatsoever.
So
They
with,
caught wind of it and just sent him backpacking.
with a minute 30 here left, roughly, in the second quarter, a big third down coming up for Highland. And if you're Mountain View, bend but don't fold. You were in this opportunity earlier. You let the touchdown happen, so would love a stop here.
125 remaining here.
Two receivers out right. One's going to motion across. That's the star of this offense. He's going to look left, and good defense there by number 20, Christensen, I believe.
Christensen, again, has been
No,
very...
excuse me, Tristan Willis with the play.
Okay. But regardless, these DBs have been very excellent in these one-on-one situations. Not keeping that eye, not on the ball.
Toro's lucky to keep that yellow flag in the ref's pocket, though.
I didn't see too much.
He just didn't turn around.
For sure.
Right.
Well, the main thing is, too,
but it hit him.
You're keeping your eye on the
uncatchable.
receiver.
Right.
You watch their eyes. If their eyes go up, the ball's coming.
So a big field goal attempt here, not a guarantee at all. And the kick is up, and it is
just sneaks in.
As good kick as Mountain View now trails 10-7 here with 1:14 left in the first half.
Very, very excellent kick here. Just snuck it in. 1:14 remaining. We're going to cut it to a quick little break here.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
So we are back for the final 1:14 of this half here in Gilbert, Arizona. Mountain View currently trailing 10-7. Set to receive the football here, though. I believe the opening kickoff of the second half as well.
They did decide to defer, I believe. So
a chance to turn the scripts here.
And again, the big play, they were just unable to connect, but it's been there. The big play's been there.
Yes,
so
it has.
Good chance they try to go for that here. Go for a big explosive play. But again, don't be silly. Don't make any dumb plays because you are in Highland or your own territory here. Keep the ball safe. You get ball at the next half. Safe and smart.
Right.
But also,
right.
If there's an opportunity, go ahead and try to get
you don't want to give Highland certainly any chances to close out this half. But if you're Mountain View, you got still plenty of time. You got a quarterback with an arm, so you can be aggressive in this situation here. But how aggressive is the question.
Let's see here. Let's see what Coach Litton drew
right.
up here.
Only one man will know the answer to that. So Brady Goodman, we're going to see his classic rollout. He's not going to like what he sees, but he's still going to make a delivery to Talon Arnett. What do you know?
Great start.
I mean, they had that exact play on the last drive in probably the exact same spot. So
they've run this play their entire life, I believe. Little rollout, and then he's coming across on the
backyard football. There's certainly nothing wrong with it.
Find the hole in the zone.
Even the pros are doing it. Yeah. So a nice play there on first down. Still plenty of time left here in the second quarter. Once again in the empty. There you can see him roll right this time. He's about to let one loose. No, instead he's going to keep it. He's going to get past him. Brady Goodman is going to take this down the sideline with room to run. Finally taken out. Not even taken out. Still on his feet. Right around the 25-yard line. And just like that, the Toros are in great position.
And that's what you call a D1 difference. He sees there's nothing available, and you'll see right there, he just lets it go. He's like, okay, I have my legs. Let me go get that first down and then some, putting the Toros in great field position with 5:55 remaining here.
And that is exactly what the Toros needed here.
Just unbelievable there. Oh my goodness. I thought he, like you said, he was gonna let one rip.
He was winding up, but he saw the pocket. He's truly excellent at reading the pocket and stepping up into it.
And then
And because of that, his legs become that much more of a weapon.
momentum flowing one way, and then there's just a whole patch of green grass.
Yeah.
So you know what? You got timeouts to spare. Why not?
Why not? So with 55 seconds here left in the second quarter, Mountain View has a chance to not put an exclamation point on this game, but certainly switch momentum into their favor if it's not already.
Again, Highland going guns out to start the game.
And 3 points is nothing to this Mountain View offense.
For sure. Mountain View's kind of weathering the storm here, going punch for punch.
So once again, we'll see Goodman in the empty. He's going to roll right once again. He's going to look for a man. He's not going to see anyone. He's just going to take this upfield, and not a lot of positive yardage on that play, but nonetheless, keeps the clock rolling.
Going to be a
And
quick
Coach Litton is
out.
not happy with the clock rolling as he called for timeout.
Should be around. There's 55 seconds left, I would imagine. Should be around
Imagine Coach
48 seconds.
Maybe even less, or more, excuse me.
So that play ended pretty quickly. So I do appreciate the energy and emotion and the passion from coaches who want.
I don't think any Highland scorekeepers will want to reset that play clock, though. So
Don't think they will. But just taking a quick glance, look at how many people filled these stands here tonight.
yeah, it's not something you see every Friday night light. Certainly, our trip last week up to North Scottsdale was not the scene we are seeing here tonight. You can see a packed parking lot to our right, a packed student section in front of us, and a packed away crowd even on the other end.
When you have the student body population that both these schools have, and the fact that they're so close to each other, this is every night for these guys. It's kind of crazy to think about.
So once again, Brady Goodman in the empty here. Now they're going to signal their running back to his right. Goodman's going to like what he sees. He's going to strike a ball to Arnett. He makes a sliding grab, and that is complete for another first down for the Toros. And that connection is just special.
Those bunch formations very quickly. Nick, I will wait to talk about that a little bit later as the play keeps going on.
So Goodman's going to look right. He's going to lucky not to be picked off there, as Goodman would like to have that throw back.
Incomplete there. Number 2 on Highland making the play there. J.J. Irby Bell there.
Yeah, nice play. I thought, unfortunately, there might have been a turnover, but luckily.
A little bit of, phew. All right, 33 seconds left.
Yeah, a little
second
sweat off the forehead.
Those bunch formations, man, very quickly. Nick Saban.
Max protect. Yeah, there you go.
And Nick Saban was just to bring up a guy, he does not like bunch formation. I'll tell you that. Very, very hard thing to scheme for.
So Brady Goodman's going to look right. He's going to give him a receiver a 50-50 ball.
No flag there.
No flag, as the defender was draped all over his back.
Again, 3rd and 10 coming up.
Is once again number 2 for Highland, J.J. Irby Bell making a play there. So a big third down here for Mountain View. You still are in field goal range. Chance to tie this game before half, but you'd love to get 6 here.
And there's a chance they want to get greedy here depending on the events of this 3rd and 10.
We'll see. Regardless, Goodman's going to fire a strike, and he has a guy, and that's Talon Arnett with the touchdown. What a throw at Arnett. What can he do, Keith? What can't he do?
The golden connection once again. Goodman to Arnett. Toros take the lead, and it's just like you draw it up. I feel like they've practiced that exact sequence of events for almost a decade now.
Yeah, they march down the field together, and then they're the ones to punch it in together on 3rd and 10.
Arnett and Goodman taking these Toros to the promised land themselves. Oh my goodness.
So the
PAT
extra
dub
point is
is
blocked.
That might matter.
That throws a wrench in everyone's game plan here tonight, as it is still only a 3-point ball game here.
And we talked about that. We talked earlier in the broadcast mentioning how every point, every play
As we
matters.
take a look back at that that touchdown throw, Goodman just looking for his guy, and his guy is wide open. Who else? Talon Arnett with the grab.
You can't ask for much more. You can't ask for a better connection, I don't think.
It's good for Arnett's 13th touchdown of the year. Yes, 13th touchdown. More touchdowns than games played at this point for Mr. Arnett.
Lucky number 13. Look at that. Listen, for anyone watching this guy, from what we've seen, at least from my perspective, Arnett is the real deal here, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not going to sit and act like I'm a college scout, but that man deserves to play some football.
That's what I think. Shoot. I know. I mean, look again. And if
yeah, you're right. I know.
I know. You listen. There's some things that players at that level just do, and that's what Arnett does.
And you see Goodman do it week in and week out, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell the difference of just skill and level, all made possible, though, by his receiver, Talon Arnett.
To quote the legendary Sketch, and to kind of abbreviate his saying, special players make special plays.
Yes. I was wondering where you were going with that one.
We kind of worked it around, but you know what? We got to the end destination. But special players make special plays, and
yes,
Goodman and Arnett examples of that just on that drive alone.
Yeah, you had the completion early in the drive to Arnett. You had the 50-yard scramble by Goodman, and then you had the touchdown pass to Arnett. So athletes making plays, as Highland will just kneel us out here at the end of the second half, with the Toros now leading 13-0, set to receive the second half kickoff here in Gilbert, Arizona. And we'll be back for the start of the second half.
Very exciting stuff here.
Arizona State defeated Iowa State in a Big 12 matchup on November 1st, 2025, led by a record performance on the ground by backup quarterback Jeff Sims. The win secured bowl eligibility for the Sun Devils. In relief of injured starting quarterback Sam Levitt, Jeff Sims set an Arizona State record for most rushing yards by a quarterback, with 228 yards on 29 carries. This included an 88-yard touchdown run in the third quarter that gave ASU a 24-16 lead. He also passed for 177 yards and a touchdown. Iowa State had a chance to come back late in the fourth quarter, but the Sun Devils defense made a crucial stop, and that secured the win. Arizona State committed 3 turnovers on offense, including a fumble and interception by Sims, but that was able to not be their worst problems, as they were able to secure the win in the end. The Arizona State defense stepped up big, as they played well all throughout the game, and especially on Iowa State's final drive of the game. The Sun Devils have a bye this week and then play West Virginia on November 15th at Mountain America Stadium. Reporting for the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Ryan Gaylord.
Hi everyone, I'm Evelyn Battis with Varsity Sports Show and Cronkite student at ASU. Currently, the Sun Devil women's volleyball team is making quite a name for themselves as they come off of a 12-game win streak with a tough loss to Iowa State on Halloween to close out that win streak. ASU women's volleyball is on an insane run this season with an impressive 18-3 record. Some standout players on the team include Bailey Miller and Naomi Glover. Miller has 298.5 points scored on the season, and Glover has 285.5 points on the season. So you should catch a game before the season ends on November 29th. The Sun Devil volleyball team will play at home, November 7th, against number 21 ranked BYU, which is a game I wouldn't miss if I were you, and also November 13th against Arizona. And we all know how the U of A versus ASU rivalry is, so this volleyball game is going to be absolutely insane to go watch, so I recommend you check it out. November 26th against Cincinnati, and finally November 29th against West Virginia. These are all the games where the Sun Devils will play at home, otherwise they're going to be playing away and out of state. But if you're out of state and happen to come across a Sun Devil volleyball game, I would go ahead and check it out. Because the ASU women's volleyball team is definitely one to show up for and support. The girls are absolutely killing it this season and need all the support they can get. You know how much a student section and a lot of fans change the atmosphere, and I think we can get the girls back on a win streak. So again, I'm Evelyn Battis for Varsity Sports Show and Cronkite student at ASU. Thank you for watching, and go check out an ASU women's volleyball game on November 13th against U of A.
Hi, my name is Devin Blankenship. I'm an intern with the Varsity Sports Show, and in today's video I want to talk about how the Big 12 is sneakily one of the most competitive conferences in the country, and Arizona State, although they already have 2 losses in the conference, aren't totally out from being in the championship. When you take a look at the Big 12 conference standings, there are 3 teams that are currently sitting at 4-2 with their conference records. There's also Cincinnati and Texas Tech that are both 5-1, and BYU, who is undefeated. I think the most interesting thing to look at out of all of these teams here is BYU's schedule that they have to finish the season. Taking a look at BYU's schedule, they definitely have the toughest one to end the year in Big 12 conference. They go on the road to Texas Tech. They host TCU, who was ranked at the beginning of the season, so that is definitely not a game to go to sleep on. They go on the road to Cincinnati, who is 5-1 in conference and currently 2nd in Big 12 rankings. Now, on the other side of it, Arizona State has the easiest schedule to end the year in the Big 12. They could definitely finish at 7-2 with their Big 12 conference record. They host West Virginia, they go on the road to Colorado, and they host Arizona, who is the only team that they will play that has a winning record to end the year. So obviously we do have to see a lot of crazy things happen for Arizona State to make the Big 12 championship, but we can always hope for the best and go Sun Devils. Thank you for watching. My name is Devin Blankenship again, and I'm an intern with the Varsity Sports Show.
The WNBA is seeing record growth from sellout crowds to soaring TV ratings, but players say that their pay still does not match the league's success. The WNBPA, or the Women's National Basketball Players Association, has raised concerns that salaries have not kept pace with the league's rising popularity. Under the current agreement, WNBA players earn a fraction of what NBA players make, with rookie deals starting around $66,000 and top salaries capping near $250,000. It seems like this seems to be a non-issue for WNBA Commissioner Kathy Engelbert.
At Unrivaled this past February, I sat across from Kathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs. I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything.
Beyond pay, players also want better working conditions like full-time charter travel, improved facilities, and stronger long-term benefits. With the Players Union opting out of the current collective bargaining agreement, or the CBA, negotiations for a new deal are heating up. The WNBPA says this moment is more about just money. It's about fairness and the future of women's basketball. Well, for now, fans and players alike are watching to see if this growth era brings not just bigger crowds, but bigger paychecks. This is Blessing Frazier reporting for Varsity Sports.
In 2019, the JV Sports Show podcast began with the idea of spotlighting young people in our community. In time, that podcast evolved into radio, television, and live stream, and through that evolution, new ideas have enhanced delivery, giving a stage to students both in front of and behind the microphone in Arizona and beyond. Thank you for supporting the Varsity Sports Show, now the Varsity Media Foundation, a 501c3 educational organization.
I just wanna feel
fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cogier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldie's, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has 14 Valley locations. Come hungry, see you soon at Zips or Goldie's. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe, with an experience so good it remains indescribable, with something for every seafood lover. Try one of their amazing custom seafood boils, sandwiches, appetizers, and salads. Angry Crab Shack Tempe is located east of I-10 on Warner Road, 480-674-3847. The Angry Crab Shack in Tempe. Come ready to eat. Hey principals, coaches, and athletic directors, Vince DeLisio here. I want to tell you about an incredible resource for our high school sports season, Viva Varsity. Viva Varsity is the Spanish language broadcast that brings our community even closer to the action. On game days, you'll find live sports, interviews with players and coaches, and real-time score updates, all in Spanish. This is such an important way to connect with families and fans who want to follow along in their own language. Whether it's baseball, softball, track, tennis, or any spring sport, Viva Varsity makes sure no one misses out on the excitement. Schools can use Viva Varsity to celebrate their athletes, build stronger community connections, and share those memorable moments on and off the field. So this spring, let's make sure we're reaching everyone in our community with the energy, passion, and coverage that Viva Varsity provides.
Are you interested in becoming a Varsity Sports Show intern? Not only are we looking for sports journalists and broadcasters, we are also recruiting for technical directors and other production positions behind the scenes. Here at the Varsity Sports Show, technical directors are the core of game day crews, leading our cameramen and on-air commentators during our games. Our directors are the link between you and the action on the field. Directors are the unsung heroes of our industry. Without them, who will see the dramatic action or hear the epic calls of the commentators?
Against Gutierrez once again, just going for the goal!
Or even witness history. Visit varsitysportshow.com for more information, and I hope to see you in the next generation of sports journalism.
Drives inside, loses the ball.
From Vince, I don't know how he does it. Everything that he's doing with so many different schools, all the equipment that he has, just everything that he's put together really all by himself. I have so much respect for everything that he's set up, and giving us the opportunity to do this has been great. And because if I didn't do this, not sure how I would really get into this field. So for Vince, just the amount of respect I have for what he does and how he was able to set everything up has been amazing.
Going the extra mile like he does, I mean, sometimes, I think that's important to do, going the extra mile with stuff, and try, even though this is, not ESPN or one of these bigger companies, kind of to have that mindset when it comes to a broadcast. We're trying to, just knowing on this level that the expectation is being a professional and acting like it. And, there's obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but, just the importance of, doing your best work and that, you could always be better.
We started with, here in Arizona at least, we started with probably testing out a live stream with 5 football games in 2019. 2020, which was ultimately the start of the pandemic, we grew and we added probably close to 30 games that year. 2021, we doubled to 60. 2022, we did 100. This year, we're on track to do 130. It means everything to me. It's not just about me. It's about the students that we showcase, both in front of and behind the microphone. It's not about just broadcasting games, but it's about providing a platform to our student interns to give them an opportunity to grow, to practice their trade, to move on once they've mastered these skills here in broadcast journalism as well as production. Our job placement rate, no kidding, is 100%. Everybody that works for us, if they graduate from college, they get a job in media, and we help them get there. Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like Auto Owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan. APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AAPAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
Life at Cogier is full of warmth, connection, and adventure. Come and take a closer look at a new kind of senior living. Welcome to Cogier, where your next chapter is your best one yet.
Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español.
Hi, everybody. Ethan Troll over here with the Varsity Sports Show. And, man, we had a really entertaining second quarter there to end the first half. 2 touchdowns scored, both by Mountain View. one of them being a rushing touchdown by quarterback number 5, Brady Goodman, and then another passing touchdown later on to end the first half to to running back number 0, Talon Arnett. They responded really well, but the Hawks, again, are bringing the physicality. They scored a field goal to make it a 10-7 lead, but that response by the Toros made it 13-10. We still have another half of football to go, and it's only going to get better from here. Back to you guys.
Printed. And we are back. 2 minutes to go to the start of the second half. Mountain View currently ahead 13-10. Was an interesting first half here. You know, both teams kind of went back and forth in a way, so to speak.
Weathering the storm, Mountain View was doing. That's what
They just survived. They hung on. They kept true to what they are. Their defense played great ball, all said and done by the first half. And Brady Goodman, Talon Arnett. What can't I say about those two?
The golden connection right there. They've been the stars of the show on the offensive side of the ball, but I just like to give special credit to what the defense has been doing, at least in the first half for Mountain View.
Go ahead, sorry.
The interception, right? They've been hounding Molyneux, and anytime a position player for Highland gets the ball, it is 2 or 3 guys meeting them at the point of contact. They've been doing very well. Can they keep that up? I'm not totally sure. It's a very long game, but I would feel very good, at least on the defensive coordinator side of the ball, in terms of how this team has been operating.
13-10 here. It's interesting. That was the final of last year's playoff game.
Really?
13,
Yeah, you know what?
13-10. So I'd assume it doesn't hold.
I've seen crazier things. So we could see.
As we don't have chairs for tonight's game.
Bringing that up. Oh, there's a camera on me. Yeah, we see. We've been standing the entire game. You mentioned earlier about a booth, right? We were up here in the booth. This is the extent. It's more like just open air and a bench.
I'll tell you what, it's more space than they usually give us.
Absolutely.
Last week I was in the middle of a student section, and let's just say
that was
our TD was not enjoying that.
I got bit up by mosquitoes at that game. I'll tell you that. That was not very fun.
So that's just a little behind the scenes of the fun going on here on a Friday night.
The final regular season football game of the. Can you believe this is the final half? This is the final half for a lot of these teams, a lot of these players.
I mean, speaking to what we've done, right? I mean, we came into this three months ago, and you didn't really know what to expect. But I've learned, as someone from Atlanta, Georgia, a whole bunch about Arizona high school football.
And again, it's no Georgia football. I know the tales and the excellence of that. But just for me, I've grown up here in the Valley, and there's so many schools that I've been aware of,
right?
But have not really gotten to know and learn their program. Like for example, I knew Saguaro was really good, but I didn't know the passion and the energy that goes into that program. Programs like Northwest Christian, we were there last week. Programs like Yonker and all these that Horizon, the energy, the way these families come out and support their teams, it's
special.
It's something special, and it's kind of sad. Again, granted, we have the playoffs coming up, and we have other sports as well, but it's definitely a bit of a bittersweet feeling. And I can't even imagine the seniors on the field how they're feeling right now. This is the final half of their football lives here coming up, at least in the regular season.
I remember when my last game on the hardwood, and yeah, it's an emotional moment for the kids, but you're excited at the end of the day, This has been your life for 4 years, whether that's going to continue like the likes of Brady Goodman, or you're just on to college. But for most of these kids, they've lived out their childhood dreams. So kickoff underway, and onside kick on the opening play, I believe, or just a muff kick, and Toros with amazing field position to start this second half.
Yeah, penalties. Well, I'm not sure they're going to accept that or that gets added on. Regardless, though, it is.
I believe that's a spot foul. So
interesting to see the sense of urgency you're going to see, especially from the seniors here tonight. The energy you're going to see is going to be unmatched. It's unmatched, and can't wait. Again, you talked about they're going to go ahead and re-kick it. Looks like. 10 yards back. So they're going to gamble the field position they just got and try to get better field positions.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I don't really know what happened there, but they did get moved back 5 yards.
I think
so.
it's like a legal kick or a legal formation.
But wouldn't an illegal?
I don't know.
Who knows? Kickoff is underway.
This is
for
why
the second time here
this is why I
tonight.
wear the headset and not the zebra stripes.
Oh man, yeah. Certainly would not want to do all that. But
setting up for kickoff here once again with a second off the clock. Kind of makes my little OCD a little mad, but hey.
So with 11:59 remaining, the kick is much, much, much better this time. But a chance to return for Mr. Arnett. He is going to cut up through a few defenders, and he's going to bounce off a few. Hell of a return by Talon Arnett.
Keeps those legs churning and getting to around where they would have gotten originally.
I thought he was going to break it for a second.
Listen, he would have proved you right. Proved the the legend of Talon Arnett. But
he's already got 1 touchdown here tonight. I believe 13 on the year. So been an incredible season for the Mountain View offense. Even defensively, it's been a nice run at it. I know the record probably doesn't really show the true strength of this Mountain View team. Obviously, 6A is a whole different ballpark compared to other conferences in Arizona.
But we've seen a lot of these teams get better over the years too.
Right.
It is a whole different ballgame.
Something's a brewing here in Arizona as Brady Goodman takes the opening handoff of the second half, and he gets enough to right around the 40-yard line, bring up a 2nd and 1 here.
Then they've been very effective on the ground game. Maybe just from what I say, every time they go with the ground game, it's 4, 5, 6 yards, and you take that every single time because you do that 3 times a
Absolutely.
set of downs the first time every time. So
Tom Brady lived off the dink and dunks, you know. I mean, he won 7 Super Bowls doing it that way, just pushing downfield. So that handoff there is good probably for the first down. We'll see what the refs officially mark it as.
Speaking of Brady, Goodman there.
3rd down.
Goodman there, setting up the 3rd and short. 3rd and 1. Would interesting to see what they decide to go through here. 3rd and 1. We're going for
I believe we see a handoff here to number 8, Coy Bodley, the Mountain View running back.
First down.
Brother played for this team last year. Was a special part of it, and now family tradition keeps on running.
And that's a big thing too. A lot of Mountain View players.
It's a community.
It's a very big community. When I played there, a lot of players, their dad played there, or their grandpa was there.
So see Goodman slinging it out left, and what a snag by Arnett on the sidelines. Just played bigger there.
And you could look at it like he got some dirt on the jersey. He is fighting for every scrap of game time he can here. Getting set right back into the slot there.
He's no joke. So he's going to, line up in the slot. Brady Goodman's going to take the handoff. He's going to bounce off a few tackles. Who wants to bring him down? Doesn't matter because that's a Mountain View first down.
Utah State commit, again, showing every reason why he is so. Will Utah State be in the Pac-12 once they move up, or are they one of the teams that moved up?
Well, I was thinking of the old Pac-12. Yes, I believe.
One.
I believe they had the new formed.
The newly revived Pac-12 that consists
These
of
Power
Northern
5
Illinois
schools
or
that
something.
just
I don't know.
Made a name for themselves in March Madness. Next thing you know, they got a football program.
Hey, you know what? Nothing very crazy to see here. We're going to cut to a quick little break, though, coming up. 10 minutes left. Mountain View Toros are driving.
Hey fans, Vince DeLisio from the Varsity Sports Show. Whether you're running a business, protecting your home, or planning for the future, Hub International is your trusted independent insurance broker. They team up with top carriers like Auto Owners to deliver tailored coverage that fits your unique needs. From commercial and personal insurance to employee benefits and wealth management, Hub's got you covered. Visit Hub International and Auto Owners, where your goals meet our game plan.
So we are back Good to see that player get up on his own feet and walk off.
Very important. That very, very glad.
Yep. So first down here for Mountain View. Once again, Brady Goodman is going to be in the empty. 3 wide receivers to his right, tight end motioning across, 4 guys right. Just a quick screen pass, and timing wasn't there between Brady and Galaviz. One of the few times you'll see a misconnection here tonight.
You can kind of tell that screenplay was the, they were kind of showing their cards a little bit. They were kind of lined up in like a gradient, if that makes
Right.
a little downward slope, kind of setting up the wall for Galaviz to kind of make his way through.
So once again in the empty, Goodman's going to take the direct snap. Football came out, but I believe he fell on top of it.
All good, all good. Now it's a big third down coming up.
Big third down here. You know, you had plenty of momentum to get it down to where you are, but now it's a little more tough, a little more, got to have a little more grit here. So, once again, 3 receivers out right. You're probably going to see a Goodman rollout, if I had to guess. Now you're going to see him stay in the pocket. He's going to fire one right in the zone. Nice play, nice catch.
That's going to be very close.
From who else?
Your boy, the Golden Connection.
I know a thing or two about number 0, that's for sure.
And 0, he is not in. The only thing 0 about him is the number. Everything else, it's just.
He gets this end around.
He's fighting.
He just fought through 4 tackles. Good for about only a yard there, but regardless, Talon Arnett.
Cole Allen with the tackle there. Interesting to see how Mountain View approaches getting in here to the red zone. They've been successful both the last 2 times here. So I wonder if the PAT might have spooked the kicker a little bit. The little blocked PAT.
Can't even think about it. We see 3 guys motion on the offensive line. Here we go. Here's the rollout from Goodman. And who else? He had 2 guys there. He had Galaviz and Arnett choosing to go to that second level, get a few more yards on that play, and
one of the defenders on Highland there just kind of just fell down trying to assess the threat here in Arnett, and he's going to take advantage, get a couple more yards off of that.
Give Arnett a quick breather as he heads to the sideline. So Goodman, once again in the empty, jumbo formation up front, and Goodman's going to take the handoff. But man, he loves to run it through those linemen. Gets brought down for about a gain of 2.
There's some times where I feel like he likes contact. Like he likes seeking out like a lineman to kind of just like push against and then turn the legs and get a couple more yards off of that.
You would think he wants to stay a little more protected, but
hey,
he's putting it all on the line for his team here today. So Goodman once again is going to drop back. He has a man in the back of the end zone. That's
easiest flag you'll call in your life right there.
Did the ref throw it?
Yes, he did.
All right. He was
draped all over him.
I was waiting for that one, as that will be an automatic first down for the Toros. Should have been a touchdown. Penalty causes it to be incomplete.
Targeting Max Germain. Now, Mountain View alums will
Tight
remember.
End, correct?
Tight end, correct. Very, very legendary name here for the Toros. Was the quarterback that unfortunately defeated the Sun Devils in the Rose Bowl way back when. Again, I feel like I say that every time I do a Mountain View game, and I open up the wounds every single time. So I apologize. But Jermaine, very legendary.
But a team that's certainly put it together the last 2 or 3 years. I believe they had a 2-12 season about 4 years ago, and they've been nothing but a winning program since.
It was very interesting to see as we got a little roll out from Goodman.
Going to roll right. And he's going to hit his guy in the back of the end zone, and touchdown. Toros with the sliding grab by number 6 for Mountain View.
Teo Weeks
with a snag.
Kind of a baseball slide there.
There's a flag on the play. See what the call is here.
Going to be
holding on the offense. So last thing you wanted to do there. Touchdown will not stand. Brings up 2nd and 12, which isn't improbable with this offense, but certainly coach is not happy with that one.
Something to note too, I didn't really think maybe just where I was looking, but that was a very tough catch. Wasn't totally sure he came down with it fully they signaled touchdown.
Looked good,
so
but
it looked good.
they called
but
the touchdown. His flag removed it.
Flag removed it regardless. So Highland with a little bit of a bailout.
Nice little fake handoff there. Doesn't get him much yards, but Meto's good for about, Bodley, I believe. Yep. Coy Bodley good for about 2 yards.
3rd and 10 coming up now.
So 3rd and long here.
All eyes on our
What would
net.
you like? Yeah, I mean.
All eyes on our net.
But if you're Highland, you got to be wary of that Goodman scramble. He certainly knows how to step up in the pocket. If he gets that edge, it's hard to bring him down.
And not to mention, Teo Weeks and Galaviz are no slouches in their own right. They've had excellent seasons.
So see, Goodman was in the empty, but the running back will come back to block. He's going to get through one. He's going to shrug off a sack. And what do you know? Brady Goodman's cutting upfield for a touchdown. And the Toros lead 19-10. And Brady Goodman, what else can you say about the guy? Making dudes miss. And he runs it in for 6.
I thought he was down. I thought it was done for. But he escapes the grasp of the Hawk defender. And he just says, excuse me, pardon me, the end zone has my name on it. 6 points. What a play. Unbelievable.
So Mountain View hope to convert this extra point after a awesome touchdown run there by Goodman. Obviously didn't go well the previous one, but new chance to redeem himself. So the kick is up, and the kick is through the uprights.
No.
Toros lead 20-10.
No extracurricular on the PAT this time.
And exactly the start to this second half the Toros were looking for. As we take a look back at that touchdown run, you can see Goodman, 2 guys got to him, but he just, I don't even know what he did. He face palmed him, stiff armed, he pushed him off, and he went for 6.
Well, we talked about it at the top of the cast, right? It's a battle of wills, right? And right there, Brady Goodman's will to score was just stronger than the Hawks' will to bring him down in the backfield.
The Aggies will be looking forward to that plenty next fall, following in the footsteps of Jordan Love.
He did go there. That's a very good quarterback as well, you know. Could we
Most
see?
certainly is.
Could we see
one of the better in the league, right?
Brady Goodman go to the Packers and then wait 4 years and then take Love's spot? Maybe. I don't know.
Hope he brings Talon Arnett with him. Man, those 2 guys deserve it.
The
whole Mountain View team does. Just an absolute team performance putting on here tonight. Obviously, the game's not over, but a 10-point lead.
I said, gotta keep focused.
Of course, but the Toros, you get rid of the hiccups in the earlier drives. I don't even know if this is a ball game here, as the squib kick will bounce all the way back to the 1, but be returned here.
Try to cut back there, but just met by a stampede of Toros. Yeah. Oh my.
Toros just surrounding the football, and they'll welcome this defense back out.
20-10, 2-score game. If you're Highland, this is nothing new. These are situations you've been in before.
Absolutely.
So you know they're going to scratch and claw till those stat clock says 00 at the end of the 4th. So if you're Mountain View, you have to keep that in mind. There is no stopping. No easing off the gas pedal. You have to keep going.
Absolutely. So here we go with the Mountain View defense. Quarterback's going to look left. Where else is he going to throw but left? And oh my goodness, he is going to go the distance as Highland out of nowhere just put 6 on the board. And that is the last thing the Toros wanted, as
Gage Shern there.
Goes 75 yards for the score, and wow.
What a play. The slip screen, it either does not work and you're getting negative yards, or you're gallivanting into the end zone with maybe 1 guy to beat. And exactly what I just said. These guys don't give up. You cannot keep your foot off of the gas. You have to go pedal to the metal here. One small let up, and all of a sudden that 2-score advantage you just got, it's gone.
Yeah,
and it's right back to the drawing board.
That looked like my Commanders out there, but
not recently. I wouldn't say recently.
Well, no, giving up the 75-yard tight end run.
Yeah, I got you.
But 6 minutes to go. Regardless, you still lead.
But
I know that was the last thing anyone on this side of the field wanted. But Goodman, Arnett, you haven't slowed them down tonight. Let's get them back out there.
Absolutely.
Let's go get 6 once again.
Go
if
just
you're
go
Mountain
meet
View.
them. It's a boxing match, right? It's a boxing match. They just counterpunched you, right? They've been taking some haymakers to the face. They just hit you with an uppercut. So now you're
Now you gotta fight back.
weather the storm. They are going to fight you tooth and nail. So that clock says 0-0.
And you were telling me pregame a little about this high school, this Highland football team and how their season has kind of transcended, and they've kind of lived and died by that, like, you know, scrappy mentality. I want to say.
Yep.
What were you? They started off the season
0-4. They had a fourth string quarterback in at some points.
and they
But
are
now they had that big win against Saguaro where they kind of walked them off. They've taken down Horizon.
big win against Horizon.
Big win against Horizon.
So Highland has been there.
Yes.
And they've
been in the depths. They thought their season was done and over, and now they are squaring up with one of the state's top contenders.
Even in a loss today, a close game could still see Highland in the playoffs. So
very true, especially with 12 teams being taken from the open. 6A is going to have a lot of slots to fill.
So kickoff not returnable this time for Arnett, probably in the best difference of interest of Highland. And so this Mountain View offense will come down the field after giving up that large score. I mean, they were on this field less than
20 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, of game time, 20 seconds, right?
Yeah. Well, and the thing to note too, I was gonna go mention Mountain View there. That drive was about 5 minutes or so. They were on the field for a very long time.
It was picture perfect out of half.
Very, very. That is the drive you draw up.
Outside the penalties, of course.
Outside the penalties, and then the opposite side, Highland says, "Okay, we got a better version. One play, we're
Boom.
gone."
So Goodman will step onto this field once again. 2 receivers out right. He's got his Coy Bodley to his left. He's going to take the keeper himself, looking to make another highlight play of his own. Oh, and just brought down as Brady Goodman almost answered literally the next play.
Oh my goodness. The explosive plays have been set into motion here as we take another look. Oh my goodness. Just one guy to beat, and he saves the day.
Drive-saving tackle there, yeah.
Could have just blown this game wide open right over again.
Goodman got by him too, just a last-second ankle tackle, and
he fought for the extra yards, but as you see, it looks like another Toros lineman is down right now, so that could affect the run game for sure, huh?
Of course, if you're Coach Litton and company, next man up regardless.
Absolutely.
But I hope 53 is able to get up on his own power and
looks like he's up. Looks like he's just they're checking on him right now. Litton making
It's a battle in those trenches.
I mean, you've heard. We've heard the pads connect each other. It is a sickening sound, but these guys are They are fighting. And again, we're talking about the scrappiness of these teams. Highland has gotten by and won these games by their scrappiness.
So as we see number 53 walk off under his own power, it's great to see.
Always great to see. Get a substitute lineman in, so it's going to be interesting to see, especially with the lineman you're kind of thrown into the fire here.
Yeah, I mean, welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. This is to get into the open playoff, and these guys are breathing down your necks. Go have fun.
Big drive here for the Toros. Luckily, there's a big run there by Goodman.
Great field position right now. 45-yard line.
Great field positioning to start. If you're Mountain View.
Little sprint to the line.
Goodman once again under center. They're going to hand off here to Coy Bodley, who bounced off a few tackles and good for about 4 or 5 yards on the carry.
Another thing to mention, too, just about Highland, kind of wrapping up kind of a discussion of their season. These guys, not too recently, were state champions.
Right.
These guys are a very successful program in their own right, so they know how to win. They just had a down year.
Goodman's going to fire one across the middle.
Jermaine!
Caught to Jermaine. Yes, sir. First down, Toros. Max Jermaine. The nice grab there.
Right over the top of the field. They're starting to stretch that field a little bit more. Kind of bring those safeties. They're trying to bring the safeties in to stop the run.
Flag on the play.
I have never seen flags go up in unison like that. That was There was clearly something they saw that they did not like.
From all of the line judges in the back, too.
Usually when it comes to that, that sounds like offside, but again, we'll see.
Possibly, I believe this is on the defense here. We wait
Oh,
the call.
they're backing up some Toros there.
No, this will be a flag on. Oh, legal man downfield.
But they're moving. Well, let's see what the refs want to do here.
There we go.
There we go.
A legal man downfield moves the ball.
But they're spotting it first and.
So excuse us, the flag will be on Highland.
I have no idea what happened there, but it's first and
5-yard penalty. Goodman with the carry. He's going to get to the outside. He's going to run through so many guys, and he's not even tackled. As Goodman picks up the first down on that run.
I'll bring this up because I haven't had the opportunity to. What a uniform matchup we got here. All teal, and then the classic red, white, and blue. I'm very much enjoying the look of the both teams here. I'm a bit of a uniform connoisseur myself, so I like good uniform matchups, and we're getting that here tonight.
Yeah, nice colorway out of the Toros, that's for sure. And yeah, like you said, that teal is.
It's very nice. I love the helmets.
So 2nd and 2 here. Goodman will take it himself. He's going to dance around, and this time we'll pick up the first down.
Knifing through those teal jerseys there, picking up the first. They've really started to lean on that Goodman QB draw action here in this second half mainly, and it's been very successful.
So a 1st and 10 with 4 minutes to go here in the third. Goodman's going to take it under center. He's going to roll out right. He's going to throw it to his man and out of the reach of Arnett.
Golden connection, unable to get online there, taking it to a 2nd and 10. They're at the 15-yard line. Field goal does not make it a 2-score game, though, so would you
that
go
is
for
important.
it? Would you go for it in that case?
Depends on the spot, but yeah, more than likely.
Interesting to see how they approach the next couple plays here.
For sure. As Goodman will have it in the gun here. And
once again, the draw.
The immovable object just keeps on chugging. As you can see, Brady Goodman is not taken down after that 3 or 4 yard carry.
And a play like that kind of signals to me that this is 4-down territory. You want to make it a 3rd and more manageable rather than a 3rd and 10.
I think this 3rd down will really play into what they're going to do next, right?
Absolutely.
But if you're Mountain View, you're hoping to just get it over with here. You see Arnett lined up outright in the slot.
Keep an eye on
have
that.
Plenty of room to run. Goodman's going to look his way. Goodman's going to try and release it. And they finally bring Goodman down in the backfield. That is the first time they've brought him to his feet all night long.
The flock of Hawks immediately.
79 gets the sack there for Highland.
But they're calling for a turnover there. Highland motioning over that they have the football.
Uh-oh. The last thing you want to see here for the Toros.
And it's Highland football.
So we were discussing what they would do on 4th down. It looks like they don't even get that opportunity, as Goodman must have lost it at the bottom of the pile, unfortunately there.
And all of a sudden,
momentum swings in the direction of Highland, no way about it. But if you're Mountain View, you're back against the wall on the road here. See what that defense is made of.
This is where legends are made here. 20-17. It's a 1-score game. You're now thrust onto the field here. You just gave up the big slip screen score. How do you respond here? How do you back up that offense who has been successful tonight?
I think we're going to see a little pressure here out of Mountain View.
There's a lot of people in the box.
Farther up that line, and they commit to that run. And he makes a huge hit, number 3. Brody Anderson, the strong safety, coming up to deliver the blow there.
The risk there of loading up the box there.
Yes, they get to that second level.
Gets to the second level. It is a lot of green grass on that side of the field. That's all I'll say. So,
but about a 6 to 7 yard carry there, bring up a 2nd and 3.
You did that on purpose.
Of course not. Only every American broadcaster in the world has done it now. As we see another handoff. And this time will be a little. We'll see what the marking is.
I'm gonna believe it's gonna be
Believe
very
he's
close.
short.
No, oh,
Refs will signal for a third down here.
I'm
Oh
keeping
no.
I'm keeping an eye on the chain gang here. It looks like they're staying put. Oh, there they
will
go.
be a third
Now
down.
they're moving.
I believe a third and.
First
Oh
down.
no,
There you
they'll
go.
overturn it. They will call it a first down.
Their chain gang, they'll tell you everything. They tell more about the game than the players sometimes.
So we'll see Mountain View signal up here. They'll just check it down. No room to run. Great tackling by the Toros. And a minute 58 in this ball game in the third quarter. We're getting down to the boiling point here in Gilbert, Arizona.
Something that I've seen once you hit the fourth corner, the lights are going to come off, I'm pretty sure. And you're going to start to feel the energy because they get their crowds hype for these fourth quarters. Throwing up the fours, you know.
The fours.
The fours. It'll be this is make or break time coming up.
Do they really? They throw up the foe. What an interesting thing for the Highland student section.
I
But hey,
think it's
can't
more
knock them.
so. It's more so.
A
throw it
four?
up the four.
Oh, not the foe. The
Not
four.
foe.
Foe.
Big
As
play coming up.
Big play, and he is swarmed at the point of that marker. This one should be short. Third down and 4, actually, as that was a nice catch there by Cruz Cullymore.
Debating and putting that on my highlight reel at the end of the season. Just talking about what we just spoke about.
Foe for foes.
Foe for foes. Third and foe coming up.
High school me lived off 4 for 4s. Anyways, 3rd and 4 here. You can't beat a $4 cheeseburger and 4-piece nugget, drink, and fry.
We are not
Hashtag
sponsored
not
by them.
sponsored
We
by
are
Wendy's.
not sponsored by them.
Although, a Baconator is called my name. Anyways, 3rd and 4 here. And they're just going to get stuffed, and he spins out of it. What a second effort there by Highland. This could be a tough spot here.
There was a third effort in there I saw.
Some would say a 4th effort.
16 seconds and counting.
And it looks like they're going to mark it short for now, and they certainly will. So as clock winds down here in this third quarter.
What a play to start the fourth quarter coming up.
Huge play coming up. It's the Toros lead 20-17 with just a quarter remaining. We'll be right back for the start of that fourth.
APAC is your one-stop source for all your automotive and heavy-duty air conditioning parts, supplies, and equipment. They're family-owned and have been the Valley's go-to for all your auto AC needs since 1982. Whether it's for your everyday or vintage car, commercial, or off-road vehicle or equipment, APAC has you covered. Call APAC, AA-PAK, the AC experts at 602-254-1116 and ask for the Varsity Special to get 10% off your purchase.
So, 12 minutes to go. Fourth quarter football here in the last regular season game here in the 6A East Valley region. Reminder, that 2 spot on the line here. We'll see what the standings ultimately unfold, but as long as Highland keeps this game close, I think they've done enough to keep their spot in the 6A playoffs. And if you're Mountain View, you got to see this one through to the end as you're gunning for that open championship tournament.
Big fourth.
So if you get a Toros chant here on 4th and 1, a possible QB sneak, they're going to hand it off, and he's going to cut through, and oh my lordy, he is going to go. He's going to go 65 yards, and he's going to slide down because he ran out of breath, and he's doing snow angels on the ground.
21, hawking him down. Myron Christensen, the guy who got the pick earlier in the game.
Making a game-saving tackle there, potentially.
And now this is starting to sound a little
4th
familiar.
and 1 draw turns into a 50-yard carry up the middle.
And that's the scary thing about bringing all of your guys up in
Yep.
the box. That second level, if they break through,
They
is
are
a
gone.
big play.
Yeah.
And now,
So a huge red zone trip here for both sides. Toros would love to hold the 3 here as they're going to get to the outside, and he's big hit there by 21.
coming into the game, Highland was ranked 26th in
Myron
the state
Christensen.
from the 6A position. So if they're 26, you would imagine that in the 6A they're somewhere around the 13, 14, 12 seed.
Oh, they're going to have a nice trip with the 1 seed.
I think so.
On the road, but
it'll be a fight. And again, these guys are scrappy. But
maybe the record doesn't resemble what this football team truly is. Same with Mountain View, has just been tough games all year long.
And there's a jump right there.
Just the last thing you want to see if you're a Toro.
Keeps it 2nd down, but now it's 2nd and 1, and you have a lot more freedom.
Coach has got to be frustrated with how his defense has looked here in the 2nd half, giving off chunk plays, penalties, and just killers.
And this has kind of been the story.
This may come down to who gets the ball last.
It's been the story for a lot of what Mountain View and a lot of their big games this season is just these little itty bitty things that end up nipping away at them in these big playtime situations. This is if you want to be in this open playoff bracket, this is where you earn it right here, right now. 11:21, your back's in the shadow of your own end zone. What are you going to do to get this stop?
I have a feeling that, of course, both sides want to win. They wouldn't want this any other way, though. They don't want a blowout fashion in their last regular season game. Coming down to the wire here as snap will be taken, and running back's going to get it. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got nowhere to run, and great tackling there by the Toros. 21 combining with, I believe that is, could not tell who came in to combine that tackle. But
Christensen once again bringing down Molyneux. It's going to be a 1st down, but that could have been a touchdown there.
Number 59. Number 9, sorry, combining on that tackle there with Christensen.
Now here we go.
Zach Bingham. And looks like this time they'll get it in. So Highland takes the lead here at the start of the 4th, and not what we were expecting here, I'm going to be honest.
23-20.
That extra point seeming all that more daunting from earlier.
Starting to loom.
You would have loved to hold them to 3 there. Unfortunately, you did not. So
here's the thing, though.
So we look back at that touchdown run.
As we see the run there, just
6'5" plowing through. I mean, that's
just a scamper.
Call it unstoppable. Call it what you want. Not much you can do there. And extra point is set to go underway. This will be a huge momentum swinger in a way if Mountain View can make something happen. And just number 20 almost got to that.
Here we go now. Now, here we go.
Kristen Willis almost with the block.
24-20, and here's the main thing you need to take away. Mountain View's biggest enemy has been themselves. Forced mistakes. 3 fumbles.
3 turnovers tonight. It's hard to win football games when you lose the turnover battle. Fact and period.
Especially when you're in Highlands territory every single time you fumble.
But I'm not one to ever doubt number 0 and the rest of this Mountain View offense.
And that's the thing, too. This offense, aside from the 3 fumbles, has been electric here tonight.
And even on the fumbles, they've drove the ball. You had one in the first half right around the 20. You had one in the second half right around the 20. Just, turnover battle.
And this is where
the Highland Band is making all the noise here.
This is where you need to preach 2 hands on the ball.
So now
keep going. Your run game has been excellent. Your pass game has been phenomenal. Take care of the football, and the rest will show.
So now that momentum has completely switched, what does Mountain View need to do here?
Play their brand of football. It's the only thing has been these turnovers. Take care of the ball, and the rest will pay dividends. So the kick comes up. We got the Jaws theme in the background. Here we go.
No chance for Arnett to return it, just like the previous kickoff.
This isn't final drive territory. We have 10:45 remaining in the game. But it starts to creep into your mind that you're running out of opportunities to kind of take.
Oh, no doubt.
Kind of run away with this game. In fact, this is, I would argue, must score. You have to score here in any means necessary. This is 4-down territory. This, then, the third, you have to punch in some points here.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, It's not the game on the line here, but
This will set the tone for the rest of the fourth quarter for sure.
so handoff here to Bodley, and he swallowed up. Good, maybe one on the play.
81, maybe nothing. A lot of planes coming our way. I know we have an airport. Mesa Gateway is just a couple steps away.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't even know Mesa had an airport.
They do. One of the biggest cities in the country. Or
What?
Towns. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So a quick little pass here, and right around the first down marker. That is
number 12.
Vinny Uriarte. First time we called his name tonight.
Vinny Uriarte. I will go ahead.
So a huge third down coming up for the Toros.
3rd and 2.
You can't go for it here, so I mean you have to get this, and they're just going to hand off, and he's not going to lose his footing.
In the backfield, and now it's decision time. 4th and around 3. You're on your own 28. What's the play here?
That just wasn't the play call there, but I understand why you did it. Get Brady on his feet. Give him a chance to pass or run it here. And he almost drew the offsides. And did he get him?
Looks like they got him.
No, timeout on the side of Highland. They'll talk this one over. And now you have no choice here. You have to put the ball in Brady's hands. You have to let him get outside the pocket. And if he has the room to run for 2 yards, because no one's tackled him all night long, run upfield.
Very interesting to see. You have to get the ball in your star player's hands right now. Obviously, Goodman, I think everybody on the Highland side, everyone on the Highland side is going to expect Brady Goodman to get the football here.
Listen, I mean, the people at home watching this have seen plenty of Mountain View football. They are well aware of the talents of every young man on this team, but there comes a point in seasons at any level where, like you said, get the ball to your star. And
let them rock.
As much as Arnett's had a nice night, Galaviz is a hell of a player, and Bodley's a nice runner. I mean, Goodman is somewhat of a movable object out there. And
let's see what
with 2 yards and field positioning, the main concern here, I just don't know how you dial up anything else here. And they are going to keep it. No, they're going to hand it off to Bodley, who's going to try and fight for it. And he's taken down.
And it's going to be turnover on downs.
I don't know.
Speechless.
You get
here.
the 2 yards, you don't even talk about that. But I don't know if that's the play call.
I don't hate the play call because this was an art. It looked like it was a read option.
It was a read option with Goodman having a chance. He didn't like what he saw, so he took it to his running back. But like I mentioned to you, a movable object out there, man. I mean, he's hard to bring down. I don't know how you don't just chug for 2 yards. I mean, Hurts pushes from the 5. So I know this isn't the Eagles, but a field goal is mandatory at most.
And you cannot panic here, as they're going to swarm to Molyneux there.
Oh, you're still absolutely in this ball game with the Toros.
Oh, and that's going to be a call on Highland.
That is the last thing you wanted to do on the Highland side, but if you're the Toros, you might have just got a break there.
Unsure why that was the decision made there.
That'll automatically back him up 15.
Absolutely. But keeping this in mind, the tensions and the emotions and everything are high. A lot of these guys, again, they're playing their last regular season football right now. So
it's do or die.
It's do or die. The mental game right now is just, it's unbelievably, you can't even try to diagnose what's happening right now. You can't even try to predict what's going through the heads of these players. This is unfortunate though for Highland and great for Mountain View, as they're going to back them up. And this is where you can kind of mulligan here, keep them out of field goal range and get the ball back. As Highland's
only way to put it is it's truly inexcusable from Highland.
Absolutely.
So the loss of down won't count. The yardage will be backed up out of field goal range now. And they're just going to go to their check down, and that's a nice block on the outside. And they're going to get all of this back and more, as Highland is just beating the Toros at their own game here.
It's going to be going off of the chain gang here. It's going to be a third down. So
Second
PA,
down.
PA says second down. Chain gang showing third down. So I'm not totally sure. We're going to go ahead and assume 2nd and 8 because that's what the PA announcer called.
Well, I assume following the penalty, it's not the coach accepted, so it was a repeat second down, so it will bring up a third down here.
So it's a third down, keeping in mind for everyone at home, it is 3rd and 8, not 2nd and 8.
Massive play here, both sides, and he gets to
Brings
him.
the pressure. It's going to be a big fourth down coming up. And I really
some calls for grounding there.
And you have to kind of update these PA guys. It is 4th down, not 3rd.
And I feel as if that might have been a grounding, but
they're not going to call it.
It's just interesting how they call it. I always have viewed it as if you avoid a sack by just throwing the football anywhere on the field. And I know you have to stay in the pocket. And
how do you define the pocket at that point?
Well, exactly. You're going to get sacks. You're going to lose yards. You just toss it anywhere and you're fine.
Now, remember last time Highland had a field goal, they barely snuck it in.
So a field goal kick here from right around the 45-yard field goal. And no, that kick is up, and that kick is
straight through the uprights.
So the Toros keep themselves alive with only a one-score game here.
There's a flag
down.
Could this be roughing the kicker?
I find that hard to believe.
But they are talking to the, looks like they're talking to the Coach Litton there on the sideline. And it's a penalty. Oh, no.
Well, Highland players are signaling for a first, which, of course, Mountain View's looking a bit confused.
This could be a roughing the kicker.
And this is just the worst case scenario.
It is roughing the kicker. And
wow.
Again, we talked about.
Wow.
Wiped away, and now they have an opportunity to go up 2 scores. Look at where they're going to spot the ball here.
So a drive that saw the Hawks on 2nd and forever becomes a first down. And if you're Mountain View, you would have lived with the 3, obviously.
But now you're at the 10. It's essentially first and goal. They still have the chain gang up, so it's, I guess, still 1st and 10. This is where you short-term memory. Just do it again.
Season not on the line, but a lot of hopes here.
Open playoffs on the line here for Mountain View.
Play action rollout is incomplete. Big play there for Mountain View. You thought he had him for a second. Just delivered a poor football, and we'll bring up a 2nd down. Just incomplete to number 7, Krug Crandall.
Crandall had the first touchdown of the game there.
And Brody Anderson forcing that incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up. They're going to go ahead and spot this. So it's at the 12. So getting to the 2.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 12.
On the 12, yes.
On the 12. So getting to the 2 would reset the. So regardless.
Probably see a run play here out of Highland. Got a swarm, and that's exactly what they do.
There you go.
And I got a little fire in me as, I find myself
starting to get more and more chilly here in the valley as we creep into these winter months, these early November.
This ain't nothing out here.
Yeah, I'm from Georgia. I get it, but
I'm cold.
You feel the chills.
I'm used to this Arizona weather now. Certainly, when that sun sets at night, it's a whole different game. I mean, we're in a desert.
Deserts get cold. Fun fact.
Huge 3rd and 9 here. No flags. Keep it smart. And they're going to hand it off there. They're going to try and run a trickery play, and they're going to complete it, but just
perfectly.
As the Toros force a 4th.
24 on their Cannon Rabin there.
Making a possible game-saving tackle. So the field goal unit will come out once again.
And this defense.
Coach Litton preaching, please, no one go near that kicker.
If you're going to go near the kicker, get the ball. Get the ball in your hands.
And it looks like this one may come down to the wires, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned as
love that.
6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining as this kick is about to be underway. Good from 45 earlier. And this time the kick is still good. Nice kicking out of Highland today. Number 32, Caden Leonard.
6:42. Now here's the problem. You just took off
About
maybe
6 to 7 minutes left. What were you doing here on this following drive, Keithan?
well, just kind of finishing up there. That time you just took away from Mountain View there, that roughing the kicker, that took off a minute. And you're down 7.
Plenty of time there for the
Plenty
Toros.
of time, correct.
Almost to a point. This is where coaches become so important because what is the game plan for the Toros here? As
I couldn't even imagine the thought process of how do you plan for this? What is the cork board magic?
Well,
how do you survive this?
Can't run like be all end all. Toros have to go score a touchdown. It doesn't matter how much time they take, how much little time they take. But if you're Mountain View, I mean, you have to score, but you don't want to leave enough time where clearly this kicker for Highland has been on tonight. So
absolutely here.
We saw him make from about 45, I'd say.
Around there.
Including the end zone from the 35. I mean,
taking a quick glance here.
So they kick off with the lead for one of the first times tonight. Been plenty of lead switches late in this game as Arnett will take this one out. He's going to lose his feet a little bit and brought down right around right on the 20-yard line.
Very interesting. Very quick, just kind of whirlwind tour of the 6A area right now. Chandler's up 34-13 on Hamilton. It's interesting.
Number 0 is down. That is Talon Arnett. The last thing I wanted to see out here today.
Oh, no.
Just like many of Toro fans in attendance, as he's being tended to on the sideline. We'll be back following that injury.
Hey fans, Vince with the Varsity Sports Show. You've had the rest. Now treat yourself to the best Japanese grill in Arizona. It's the Boss. Boss Bachi Japanese Grill in Mesa. Grilled shrimp, steak, and all the best veggies with or without a twist of spice. Sure to please everyone. Dine in or take out. Located at University and Country Club in Mesa. Open daily. 602-859-3759. The Boss. Boss Bachi. Hablamos Español. Hey guys, Vince here from the Varsity Sports Show. Nothing beats a hometown touchdown, on the field and on the table. Join us at Zips or Goldies, where families, friends, and teams come together for great food. They make everything fresh, like their hearty burgers or irresistible focaccias. The restaurants are family friendly with a huge menu and plenty of seating. Goldie's Sports Cafe is in Scottsdale at Via Linda and Mountain View Road, and Zips Sports Grill has
Great to see Arnett get off on his own power. Looks like it was just a little cramping there on the sidelines. Mountain View certainly needs him out there, but regardless, their star quarterback is there, and he's going to try and lead them to the promised land as he takes a carry, he dodges tackles, and Brady Goodman has been getting hit all night long. But what a fight he's had here tonight.
Absolutely here. Goodman dragging his team here.
And 4 turnovers on the night. I mean, it is improbable to win football games this way, but yet the Toros still have a chance for those people watching at home.
And this time,
just
somehow swallowed up, but still pushing forward. They might see what they end up giving him there.
They'll give him a yard.
They're going to give him a first down. No. No. Yep, there you go. There you go. All right.
So Goodman will keep it. 6 minutes to go. Clock is starting to tick down and is going to play a huge factor at the end of this ball game here tonight.
It's going to start creeping on.
I'll tell you what, Keithan, standing up here just got me all that more fired up. Goodman isn't going to like what he sees, and he's going to slip. Hopefully he's all right. He's all good.
All good there. A little bit of slip. There was some slipping right there from Mountain View's receivers there in that little bunch formation. I believe it was Galaviz who might have slipped a little bit, kind of losing some tread here. 2nd and 12 now, though.
I mean, without Arnett, you still got playmakers. We talked about him tonight. He's going to fit one in a tight window, and I don't like that tackle. See what the refs call.
They'll at least call it a completion.
That's Galaviz with a nice grab there.
Now 3rd down. Here we go. Obviously 4th down territory.
Big 3rd down. Like you said, obvious 4th down territory. You'd like to keep it ahead of the sticks, though. 3 receivers all right. Goodman in the empty right now.
There's some mismatches kind of down there. Let's see if they take advantage.
Coach Litton signals the play call to Goodman from the sidelines. And this is the play of the game so far, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to look right. He's got a man, and that is complete for a 1st down to number 14, Sean Magnafier.
And what a play. And again, talking about that, they had that linebacker there on the slot receiver. So there was a mismatch, probably a little bit of an audible call, getting him the easy 1st down, resetting the chains, keep this drive going.
It's nothing silly because this is a must-have drive here for Toros.
This Goodman's going to be met in the backfield by a flock of Hawks. A little bit of extracurricular. No flag, though. And now, we were just talking about 6 minutes. It's now 4:15. So the clock, again, starting to creep in. Motions over some of the tight ends.
So Goodman in the empty once again. He's going to roll left. He's going to throw. He's going to throw right. He's got a guy. And a 50-50 contested ball is caught on the sideline. What a snag there.
Oh, they're going to call it out of bounds. He was out. He was pushed
Really?
out.
He didn't even have a foot.
Guess not. And once again, 3rd and 11 from their 47. Unbelievable.
And if you're Brady Goodman and company, this is everything you've ever dreamed for. Your final regular season finale game with the game on the line, a drive you must have, as Goodman's going to look deep and he's going to fire it. Lucky not to be picked off, looking for his man Arnett there, as number 15 comes up with almost the interception. Davis Reed.
Now it's 4th down. He had a very clean pocket. He was open, just a great play by the Highland defender there. And this may be the game coming up here.
Odds will tell you, I mean, they still have a chance if they don't convert this, but it is certainly not high. This is do or die now for the Toros. Goodman is going to drop back. He's going to throw it deep. And what a catch!
What a catch!
By number 1, Galaviz.
Unbelievable!
His dad is loving it. Incredible must-have. What a throw. What a even better catch.
And they're rowing. They keep going. They got to capitalize.
Zachary Galaviz keeping this season's regular season hopes alive as we take a look at that absolute dart once again.
They're getting set for the next play.
Goodman just stepped up and delivered a strike. 1st down, Toros. Goodman once again to Arnett this time.
Big hit at the end, and they're gonna call unnecessary.
And all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted down 7. And this ball is going to be spotted right around the 10, I believe.
The excitement is taking me over. I'm having to hold myself back.
Coach Litton,
goodness.
Coach Litton, you need an 11th man.
Oh, my goodness.
So as the most excited we've seen this Toro sideline here tonight, you know these parents are feeling just as nervous for their kids, as excited as those kids are out there. Certainly no nerves in the signal caller here tonight. Brady Goodman has been phenomenal, showing all of why he's at Utah State. As you see Coach Litton marching down the sidelines. And you know how much this game means to Coach Litton with how there's been hiccups throughout the season. He knows this team should be on a better track. And here we go with a 1st down in the red zone. Brady Goodman, he's going to look left. He's going to throw a quick little pass to Galaviz. Galaviz is going to cut up field, tackle just short of the touchdown marker.
Galaviz there on that little screen, little halfback swing play. Just going back to that 4th and 11, the absolute stealing of the nerves there to even make that
play.
I mean, put your team in this situation.
There's not much more you can say. They had it all on the line, and what did they do? They delivered. And I ain't going to swear, but man, you know that was special.
That was unbelievable.
So Goodman's going to roll right like he has all night. He's not going to like the first. He's going to shrug off a defender, shrug off another, be spinned out of a tackle, and finally brought down. Thought for a second there he might have might have just done it.
But instead, it's going to be
So with this play clock running,
3rd and 3. 3rd and 4 now.
so huge third down. I mean, 3 months now, I don't think I've covered a game that has come down to the wire like this. So this certainly is special, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to see Brady Goodman in the empty on 3rd down. You're going to see number 40 motion back inside. Goodman's going to look left. He's going to have time. He's going to deliver a strike.
Arnett's going to come down with the catch, so it's going to be a 1st down.
So they do give it enough for a first.
Push.
I mean, I don't want to say this. You're almost guaranteed 6 points here. How much clock do you want to kill, though? Or are you just going to score and put it in the hands of your defense? Brady Goodman lining under center here, and he's going to take the keeper end around, and he's going to be in. Brady Goodman in for the touchdown. And after that, improbable 4th and 11. The Toros are 1 extra point from a tie ball game here at Highland High School.
Again, every single point has been tooth and nail fought for. This has been unbelievable. Looking to end around once again, faking the tush push. Instead, just going to go for end around. And now here we go. Big PAT coming up.
Huge PAT. We saw the miss earlier. Man, that would feel good right now if we had it back. But regardless, here we go.
Snap, hold, kick.
And the kick is good. We have a tie ball game here in Gilbert, Arizona, ladies and gentlemen, as Mountain View has tied the ball game 27-27.
27-27, and look at this. Look at these players. Look at these Toro players. They are jacked right now. I'm jacked. Everyone in this crowd is jacked. And if you take a quick look on the opposite side of the Highland side, there is no motion. It is just sitting and just staring.
Well, you know what they say, no motion
in the ocean
is always slow motion. So that made no sense. But
I don't know. We both said stuff that
I meant
just
something
rhymed.
else, but it just whatever.
We both said stuff that just
slow
rhymed.
motion is a form of motion. That's what I meant.
There you go.
But regardless.
And now here's the important thing here. You have 3 timeouts. Defense needs to make a stand here. This will be the most important drive of the season, not only for Highland, but for Mountain View. All eyes are going to be on this one.
My bad. I got a little distracted by the fandom and all the excitement going on.
It's a trance. You get into a trance when you're out here sometimes.
I'm in a different world right now.
And we're just living. And it's here we go. Trying to climb the ladder for the kick return there. 152. Highland with 2 timeouts. Let's go ahead very quickly. I'm going to rifle through some scores across the state here.
Across the valley, absolutely.
Across the valley. Mentioned earlier, Hamilton down 34-13 to Chandler. Last I checked. Number 1 team in the state, Chandler, back into form here. Notre Dame Prep and Maricopa 0-0, and we'll continue this later.
We'll get back to that.
We'll get back to that. More important matters.
So 1st and 10 here for Highland. Absolute do or die, both teams. They're going to get pressure. They're going to get to the quarterback, and that 6'5" length is just going to escape. And he's brought back to the what do you call it?
The line of scrimmage.
Line of scrimmage, yes.
And there's going to be a timeout for Mountain View there.
Interesting. Mountain View's going to play a little bit of their own.
They're going to try to win this game here.
They're going to try and win in regulation.
Okay, very quickly. Red Mountain down to Queen Creek, 16-14.
Wow, good game.
Higley Centennial, 24-13. These are guys that matter from Mountain View. To get them in the Desert Mountain smoke in Gilbert. Millennium up on Yuma. Williamsfield getting smoked by Brophy. Again, Brophy is a team ahead of Mountain View. Keep that in mind.
Now, I believe the conference has been locked up.
Pretty sure.
This East Valley division, I believe that winner has already been determined. But like we've mentioned all broadcast night long, that 2 seed in this East Valley Conference still up for grabs here. And obviously, we know what's at stake, that open championship spot. Not only to put your program on the map, but give your guys a shot at winning the biggest trophy in all of Arizona. So here we go with the 2nd and 10. Three receivers out to the left. Running back getting motion out right. Quarterback's going to lead it with his eyes, and he's going to throw it incompletion. Lucky to not get back in the hands of their playmaker, number 7. As number 7, Crew Crandall, has been killing them all night long on those slants. Lucky to not see that one go.
And now it's 3rd and 10. The clock stops now. 100
Perfect
seconds left.
for the Toros here.
Perfect. You couldn't. Here we go.
But this, right?
This is just.
And by this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 3rd and 10.
Look at the crowd. You're going to hear it on our mics. Mountain View side getting loud and rowdy.
Play of the game. We mentioned earlier it was play of the game. This is now officially your play of the game. So we'll see what happens on this 3rd and 10. And they're going to hand it off, probably playing a little bit of 4th down.
Terrence. I agree with that.
That was a nice carry up the middle. No jokes, but that's probably good for about 6 or 7 yards.
4th down coming up. Going to ignore you there.
That's not even what I meant. It's genuinely probably how many yards he got.
Here we go. 4th down. Every play now
8 yards.
is play of the game.
8 yards.
Every single play now is play of the game.
Absolutely, but 4th and 2. What do you do here? Do you punt? Do you go?
This is just because
if you don't convert, you're handing them the win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very, very.
Be interesting to see what the play call is here for Highland. As number 1, Cruz Killamore, the star player of Highland, is slowly making his way off the field following that last run.
Timeout by Mountain View. Interesting to see if they end up keeping the timeout because of the injury to the Highland player.
More than likely not.
I would assume
I don't believe it was an injury
but
timeout.
Here we go.
So here we go. I mean,
that looks like a punt. That looks like punt formation. They don't have a guy back to return. Oh, no. What?
And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know.
Can you explain? I don't know.
They're going to keep it.
One-man army.
And they're going to throw.
They're going wide open. Touchdown saving tackle. Big 4th down conversion, but he just saved the game there.
I don't really know.
No words.
As
Look
we
at that
look
play
back
again.
at that, I mean, let me know if you've seen a formation like that ever before. Because what in the world was that?
It worked though, and fresh.
Truthfully, I don't even want to admit this, but that was pretty genius. I mean, quarterback, everyone in this building thought he was going to take it, and he just does a little dump off. Regardless, this game is far from over. They still got yards to go.
The clock is rolling.
And nice tackling there by Mountain View with a minute left in this ball game. 2nd down on the way.
And now I think the idea here, as time starts to trickle away.
I don't even know how overtime works in high school.
We're gonna go.
I know I should.
We will confer with our TD on that one for sure. But granted, we're not there yet. We got 44 seconds left. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They're going to look right. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to scramble upfield.
Stopping the clock.
Yeah, smart. I believe he was tackled.
Now the question is where do we want to kick it? If you are Highland, where is the comfortable distance for your kicker here?
Shoot, man. I saw him kick a 45-yarder.
45-yarders around the 30.
I mean,
you're sitting at around the 40.
I don't even want to think about it, I'm so invested in this Toro team right now that last thing I want to think about is a field goal. Kicker's due to miss. That's all I got to say. Big 3rd and 8 coming up. Quarterback's going to throw it to the boundary, and it is caught out of bounds. That signaled, no, sir, not a catch.
4th down again.
So what do you do here with 30 seconds left? You have to punt this if you're Highland. You have to try and pin them deep.
Here, the punter is already out there.
There's just no world you go for this.
But he's got subbed out. He just got subbed out. Again, these guys are full of tricks. They had a trick similar to this in the Saguaro game. Very trick play, ended up winning them the game.
Highland might possibly not have a choice in terms, they might know something we don't in terms of their own season.
Yep.
That they have to go. And it looks like they're going to on 4th and 5.
32 seconds.
Mountain View with the game essentially And they're going to try and throw here. They're going to go for it all. And he dropped it.
He dropped
It's
the ball.
incomplete.
He dropped the ball. And the Mountain View Tour, they're
He
going to take
was
over
wide
at the 50.
open.
They're going to take over at the 50.
Let's look at that one more time. I mean, he had him down the seam. It would have been a walk-in touchdown. But in just a moment,
He heard footsteps.
He heard
the
footsteps. And Mountain View's going to take over. Ball on the 50. 24 seconds left. I don't even know how many timeouts.
They got one timeout on Mountain View side. Highland's got two.
I'll tell you what.
50-yard line.
If Talon Arnett scores a touchdown here, I'm rushing the field. No questions asked. He doesn't even know I exist, but you know what? I know you exist. Just like the rest of these Mountain View
They got the
units
cheerleaders
out there.
Look at the cheerleaders. They've abandoned their routine. Now they're just on the sideline. They're as excited as we are.
Mountain View not looking to go to overtime here after just the improbable happened. Brady Goodman's going to look right. He's not going to like what he sees. He's going to step him in the pocket. He's going to get sacked.
And here, let's see what they end up doing here. Time is going to tick. Timeout.
So a timeout on the Toros sideline, most definitely not in field goal range, but
you let it rip now. 16 seconds. Final timeout. There is so much energy, so many passion. There's so much passion. There's so much energy. There's so much emotion in the air right now. Both sides. You saw on the right side, Highland. They thought they just had the miracle ending for their game right there, for their regular season, and then hearts drop as Mountain View starts erupting in cheers.
As we take a look at this Mountain View crowd, I mean, pure excitement.
Nobody's
pure
sitting.
Nerves.
Nobody's sitting.
Of course not. And I just have this sneaky suspicion we're going to get extra football here.
We could. Hey, man. 15.7
Never
left.
Say never, though.
No timeouts left, so this might be just lob it up. If you don't like what you see, go down. We go to OT.
Students, grandparents, parents, children, all gathered for this final fit. And he launches one. Woo-hoo!
Buddy.
And I don't know if they would have had enough time to spike it there.
11 seconds. Now, here's the thing. Clock has stopped. Highland has 2 timeouts.
I mean, you have to get the ball to, I assume, just for a chance at it, this 35. So you got to have something short underneath.
A little quick out or something.
Yeah, I mean, a levels concept where all 3 dudes play the boundary. They each go out, one at the 20, 30, 40, and Goodman just picks the guy he likes.
Pick your favorite, yep.
And you're going to see those 3 wide receivers lined out right there. So we'll see how those 3.
Bunch formation.
We'll see what happens. They'll probably go for a max protect here, as Goodman is going to have time to roll right. And he's going to fire. He's going to take the shot. He's going to launch it all the way to the end zone.
Oh my goodness.
With 2 seconds on the clock, Talon Arnett almost called game.
Arnett is giving every single ounce of effort.
They're going to have one more go at this.
They are, and that's, you just saw, he's on the field. He is giving every single ounce of effort in his body. And then some.
Who's Mercedes Lewis? Who's Noah Brown? Who's going to make that catch here from Mountain View?
Who's the hero?
Are we going to see more football? There's 2 seconds remaining on this game clock here.
On the field right now in that formation. Looks like it's going to be Weeks, Galaviz, and of course Arnett.
So the students are running to the sideline. And refs are going to blow this dead. We're going to get a Highland timeout.
Ice the thrower, I guess. Ice the quarterback.
I mean, I can sit here and pretend like we should dial up a play, but let's be honest.
This is Hail Mary.
Yes, it is. But how you dial up a Hail Mary does come into play.
It does. It's not something you practice too much.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. A little bit of bias, but that Noah Brown touchdown was picture perfect touchdown.
But that in that case, what ended up happening as
it just tipped off the.
Look at the score clock says 27-27. 2.7 left on the clock.
Can't make this up.
It's
27-27, 2.7 left, 4th and 13. A Hail Mary attempt on the way here.
Mountain View, this is to punch their ticket to the Open. for Highland. This is to lock in their spot in the 6A playoff.
For Highland, this could very well be keeping their season alive. For Mountain View, this could be the potential of a special run.
Or just a heartbroken team going into a playoff game where they don't even want to be there.
No, these kids want to be there, man. These kids wouldn't want to be anywhere else right now.
It's going to be Weeks, Galaviz.
Everyone they know is watching them. So here we go with the final play of the game. He's going to launch it. He's going to get, and they're going to call a late hit.
Incomplete, but.
Are they going to call it?
Is there any flags?
Looks like the ref's not going to call it. And that was most definitely a roughing.
And if you could hear that on our cap,
Sure,
not very happy with that call. As we are now, I'm pretty sure, overtime football here.
As we look at Coach Litton pleading his case.
Litton is livid right now.
His quarterback got lit up. I mean,
it's the last play of the game. I don't think you call flags there.
You absolutely do.
Swallow the whistle, but I get it. It's an impossible ask for anybody.
It's no different than any other down, you know?
Absolutely, you're correct. But now we have
overtime football.
Is this your first overtime game?
Yeah.
It's mine too. Mine too.
And we'll
take a quick little
break, catch our breaths here in the booth with 2 minutes up until overtime football here in Gilbert. Apologies for those audio issues down on the field. Running into some little difficulties up here in the booth. Shouldn't be anything too serious, but regardless, 40 seconds until overtime. Keaton, you want to give us a quick little reminder of how this overtime may unfold and how it works?
Well, from what I understand, this is college rules. So they're going to each get turns to try to score this ball here to start. So they're going to do a coin flip.
So does it, ball starts at, what is it, the 40?
Sorry, I think it's around 25. It's around like 30 to 25. Again, we are not well versed in the overtime rules, so
First time I've ever seen overtime here.
We're all first timers here in the game of life here. But regardless, overtime rules, college football, going to go with college rules. So each team's going to get a chance. Both going to try to score. If they score again, if they both score, then we do it again, and we go from there.
Okay.
I understand, at least in college, if by both times you can't do it, I think you start having to go in for two, and then once you get that, it's just 2-point conversions back and forth.
Interesting. Okay.
So let's hope we don't get that, because I don't think my heart could take it. We got the coin flip. We got the everything going on here.
I have to be on Friday Night Lights in about 25 minutes.
So if in that case, if that were the case, you'll be hearing a lot more from me as he goes and reports on that.
I ain't going nowhere.
Duh.
Got overtime football.
It's overtime football. Excuse me, Mr. Vince, but we got once in a lifetime moments here happening on here at the Highland Hawks and Nest. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. You can't make this up. I'm sure everyone, including me, is posting on their Instagram stories, oh, what a game we're playing right now. Or like they're gonna be like, oh, we're at the game. Oh, look at this. Overtime football. Wow.
So, as we await kickoff, the Thunder currently lead the Kings by 10 in the NBA Cup.
How is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing?
Good 26 points, third quarter.
Matters for some.
Of course. I know very many are very curious about a Shai Gilgeous. That's not how you pronounce the name. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
So here we go.
Anyways, that is like irrelevant as can be. So
they're going to start from the 10. Looks like they're going to start from the 10. Highland will get the first shot. The first swing, if you will.
Is it?
I think it's first down.
Do or die?
First down. If they fail, we go to the other end. It's Mountain View.
So
time.
Highland can kick 3.
Mountain View
can score a touchdown, and that would be ball game.
I believe so.
Here in Gilbert.
Regardless, here we go.
More football, and what a way to end this season's Friday Night Lights with the Varsity Sports Show. QB's going to roll out. He's got a guy. That's a touchdown.
Walk right in.
Opening play, touchdown. Last thing you needed if you're the Toros. But not dead yet.
Now it's Mountain View's
turn. You got to
turn.
see the rollout. It's just unfortunate. I mean, they've been killing them all night long with that, and
Cruz Claymore there on the reception. PAT coming. And now Mountain View, you're going to have to respond quick.
I know they're tired, man.
You got 4 plays. 4 plays for the rest of your life, essentially. Not really, but 4 plays for the rest of your...
PAT is good. And, you know, Keaton, it's funny, kind of saying the obvious here, but what did we say when that extra point was missed early in that first quarter?
It's going to matter.
It's going to matter. Just because football loves football, ladies and gentlemen.
Football's a cruel mistress.
Yeah.
Cruel mistress.
Toros now trail 7, but a chance to respond. Similar positioning here. And
you got 4 plays.
I have a hard time believing Brady Goodman can't get this ball in the end zone. From this spot, at least.
But with the field being shortened as it is.
It's almost sometimes easier for a defense than an offense.
Because you don't have to worry about it over your head. It's all in front of you.
But.
Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Brady Goodman under center. He's going to hand it off. He's going to roll right. He's just going to take his touchdown. Touchdown, Talon Arnett.
And it's a heavyweight boxing bout.
And we're an extra point away from a tie ball game and more football as.
But again, PATs have been a thing here. So let's.
As last year's playoff bout is quickly erased. Because they are once again in another classic. Just like a father said in front of me, this extra point is all about blocking.
Everybody got to block. Here we go.
Jamal Murray. Extra point is underway.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to fake this. They're going for the win, ladies and gentlemen.
They're going for it all.
And Highland's coach sprinted to the ref.
Oh my gosh.
Talon Arnett was moments away from calling ball game.
You saw Coach Farrell sprint with sprinter speed like an Olympian. And he said, no. We are not doing that.
Be interesting to see what. I love the idea. Truly.
Oh my goodness. I don't think I have the heart to even try anything like that myself. So what do you do now? You just showed your cards.
Man, you win, lose, and die by Brady Goodman and Talon Arnett. Not literally, of course.
Of course, it's football. But, oh my days.
And
here
they're going.
This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this is the ball game.
With the game on the line, what a way to end our regular season here in the 6A East Valley region.
Oh, they're gonna go for it.
Once
Okay.
again.
They got it lined up.
Oh, no, 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 no.
Got it lined up.
They're going to kick
Here
the
we go.
extra
Here we go.
point.
Relax, 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 relax.
So the extra point is?
No. Snap, hold, kick.
His beautiful extra point.
Just drilled it.
And we have a tie ball game, ladies and gentlemen.
So now, I believe.
They start at what, the 5?
I believe Mountain View it's now Mountain View's turn again. I'm pretty sure.
Right, it does. Exactly. It's exactly
They're
how
gonna
this
go that
works.
way. We're gonna go turn our heads to the right.
Other side of the field this time.
How let's get a heart rate check. I wish I brought my watch to like check my heart rate while I was doing this. How we doing?
Okay. So as we look at both sides, I mean, it looks like Highland students are ready to rush. Looks like Mountain View students are ready to rush. Feeling a little jealous of all the ASU greatness over the years. By the years, I mean past 2.
Unbelievable. I just blew into you guys' ears, so I apologize, but can you blame me?
I most certainly can't. I'm just kidding. You got to just come up with commentary at a point. What's everyone doing for dinner tonight?
You know, I can't really eat too much. I can't be like feasting because I got to be up at 8 in the morning to cover some lovely swimming action.
Exciting.
State regional.
With the Varsity Sports Show, correct?
Of course. Well,
Who else?
Who else? So that'll be exciting. But I wouldn't be anywhere else. This is the place to be here right now. With a minute coming up, updating a little bit more on some scores from across the valley here.
Across the world.
Well, I mean, the valley's the world, I guess.
Exactly.
Going through it real quickly here.
Yes, sir.
Let's take a look here. West Mesa's up on Westwood.
How are some of those playoff games looking over in 5A?
5A.
I know there was a few going on here tonight, and our team. Some of our friends were out there.
Good friends, Queen
Creek with
takes down Mountain or Red Mountain.
Wow.
That's
Red Mountain was
that
the 1
matters.
seed, no?
They were the 7 seed. That matters for Red Mountain View there.
That's a big game for Queen Creek. I wonder if they got their quarterback back.
Mr. Tate Reynolds.
Yes, sir.
And this is where legends are made. Mountain View takes the field again.
34-34.
Here we go. Goodman takes a snap.
Almost made an insane one-handed grab.
I believe that was targeted towards Jermaine there. It's going to be 2nd and 10. No, incorrect. It was not him. It's going to be a different tight end, number 4. He's been motioning a lot, playing the tip Ryman role, Sterling Stapley.
So Brady Goodman in the gun here. He's going to roll right like he's done all night. He's going to fire one into the end zone.
And who else?
Who else but Talon Arnett. Touchdown. Mountain View takes a, for now, 6-point lead.
PHC units coming out. Oh my goodness. Arnett
And
coming up.
He's playing through something, but that kid has
oh my goodness.
just, you know what I mean, people. That kid is legit.
That's heart. That is heart right there.
I'm just going to say it. I don't know how a scout hasn't seen this guy already. As the extra point is underway and momentarily.
You're going to see the quiet from our side. Here we go.
The calm before the storm. As the kick is.
Snap. Hold.
Kick is good. 40.
Here we go.
These fans made me think he missed it. That was straight down the middle.
And now Highland's turn. What do they got in store? Overtime number 2. Down 7.
What else is new? Shai Gagilgius Alexander has a 30-piece.
That matters for a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure there's people out there. It matters a whole lot.
They're over the moon for that.
Some would say.
Some would say. Here we go.
If you're Highland, you have now entered do or die territory. Got the opening touchdown on the first play last time. They're going to go back to the same play, but Mountain View is all over it this time as number 20 brings him down.
He's been all over the field here tonight. Number 20, he had the pick earlier, Tristan Willis, another player who actually has been all over the field.
He's been all over as a corner. He's made a lot of impressive tackles out there tonight. Just been an excellent game on both sides of the ball, but for Mountain View, you deserve this one.
Absolutely. Ignore the score.
You've earned it.
Ignore the score, 41-34.
4-0 in the turnover battle. Just
fighting, scrapping, clawing. And Highland, we talked about it, fighting, scrapping, clawing. There's a one-on-one on the top of your screen there.
So 2nd and 8 here. They're going to hand it off, and he's going to be met in the backfield for a loss. Probably the play of the game at a number 24, Cannon Rabbit, making a hell of a tackle on the outside there.
And now it's 3rd down. Here we go. 3rd and goal at the 12.
Let me put my glasses on that don't actually help with my sight.
They're getting the call. This is the most important call happening tonight, right now in the state of Arizona. All eyes here on Gilbert.
On 3rd and 12 here. The home team feels like the away team, and we get a timeout.
And you heard the drumming starts from this band, the band over here, the student section, the fans over here.
And don't worry, we're not going to commercial. We're staying here with
We're here till the very end. 3 and 12. The passion from these Toro fans is indescribable.
As a father says to defend the goal line. And he couldn't be more right.
We had 2 different approaches to that one, I see.
He said it just like I did, nice and calm.
Nice and lovely.
So as we look at the Mountain View students making their presence known here on the road, just an outstanding turnout for a road team. I know, like you mentioned, not separated by a lot, but regardless, they came to support their friends, their family.
This is where rivalries are born, too. You talked about last season.
Talk about last season. Here you go.
This is how you write a rivalry game. 3rd and 12. Here we go.
Couldn't have wrote it any better. 3rd and 12. The Mountain View defense must get a stop. And they're going to get to the quarterback. He's just going to throw it up in the air. And that is picked for the game. And that is ball game.
No, incomplete. Incomplete. We're going to 4th down. I can't do this, man. I can't do it.
So that brings up a 4th down here with the game on the line. What more could you ask for, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at that one more time? The DB made the play on the ball and just ruled out of bounds. Would have liked to have the refs replay that one.
But regardless, here we go. Final play.
Not literally, but Highland season on the line here. Mountain View, all their goals on the line here with a 4th and 12. Win or go home on this play. Empty set. Quarterback looks left. He's going to step up in the pocket.
He's got all
he's
by
going to
himself.
have no time, and it's brought down. Mountain View wins. And the Toros rush the field, and they are headed to the open playoffs.
Unbelievable!
Just the improbable happened here, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight.
And they're storming the field
as the Toros survive. Incredible.
You cannot write a game script better than that. With their season, their open playoff dreams on the line.
And if you're Highland, you're heartbroken seeing the opposing team rush to the middle of your field. But if you're Mountain View, oh, how sweet it feels. I know these parents are thrilled. I know these students and players are thrilled. Look at them gather around as those red helmets rain proud, ladies and gentlemen.
Big
the Toros have done it. Down 7 in the 4th quarter. So many chances for Highland to put this ball game away, and the Toros just said no.
Got the
Toros.
I don't even know who you can even name as a player of the game. I can't even. It's just impossible. Who do you name? Galaviz, 4th and 11, game on the line, season on the line. He makes the iciest grab I've ever seen in a high school game.
That was
you have
the best game I've seen all year.
The defensive side of the ball screaming. They had the quarterback saying, I'm going to take it himself. And they say, no touchdown. No, sir. Goodman with his legs. Arnett, the golden boy. Unbelievable. This is the best high school game I've had the pleasure of seeing.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are all wrapped up here in Gilbert, Arizona. Your Mountain View Toros are victorious 41-34, an OT thriller, and it must all feel so good. For the Varsity Sports Show, I'm Greg Graves.
I'm Keaton Thomas.
And thank you all for listening.